Hey everybody, welcome to this stream slash YouTube video of Ara History Untold. The game has been out for about 24 hours now, and I've got about 4 or 5 hours on the game, so I kind of understand some of the core mechanics, but not quite everything in depth yet. First thing I want to warn you of is the game has only had one hotfix so far, and so it's kind of gonna run really badly. That's not just me, that's not just my computer. If you read the Steam reviews, oh, it's running bad on everyone's computer, but apparently they're working on optimization. Two, this game was sent to me by Xbox. They sent it to me through Keymailer, so I got this for free, but this is not like a sponsorship or a paid review or anything like that. So, you know, I can give you my real opinions and everything. No one's paying me for this. I'm just doing this for funsies. They sent it to me. Got it from Xbox. This is, so this is kind of like, Civilization meets Anno meets, I guess, Victoria? It has the Civilization concept of you're ruling a country from, like, Stone Age until the near future, and you're going through ages, and there's other civilizations and minor tribes and whatever. It's got that kind of concept. It's a 4X strategy game, but it's not like tile-based. Well, there's tiles, but you'll see when you look at the map. It's not like hexes, it's not squares, it's like zones. It has a heavy kind of crafting system of turning one good into a more manufactured good that can be used to upgrade things. Maybe a little bit more like Anno on that. And you're using these things to increase your standard of living, or as this game calls it, quality of living, which makes me think a little bit of like Victoria, you know? So there is, it's not, on the surface, if you just look at the Steam page, you think, oh, Civ competitor. And maybe they're going for that. And there is definitely Civ inspiration, but the actual gameplay loop is pretty different. I'll show you what I mean. So let's make a new file.
Benito Juarez, lawyer, statesman, and 26th president of Mexico.
So, first of all, here's our selection of leaders you can pick from and countries and whatever. Not everybody here is strictly the leader of a country historically. Most of them are, you know, you got your standard ones that are always in these games. You know, you got Caesar.
Julius Caesar, brilliant general and politician, ensured the rise of the Roman Empire.
Let me know if that's a little quiet for you guys, by the way, because it sounds a little quiet to me. You've got your Genghis Khan.
Brilliant soldier, ruthless politician, and founder of the Mongol Empire.
Yeah, of course you've got these people, but then you've got some stranger picks that are probably for, like, gameplay reasons.
Howard Florey, medical researcher and inventor of medicinal penicillin.
I had 3 people in the chat. 2 people said that is quiet. In between them, it's a little loud. God damn it. Okay, let me, I feel like the music is too loud and the talking is too quiet. I might need to manipulate that. So, like, we have this Australian dude, Howard Florey, who invented medicinal penicillin. Now, so they're a little loosey-goosey with who's a leader and who isn't. As long as the person is, like, important to the country and important to history and has bonuses that would be interesting. Like, these bonuses actually, on paper, to me, look really interesting. But then again, I don't know the super in-depth of all of these mechanics exactly. Music is loud, talking is quiet. That's kind of how I feel too. I might manually change that in a moment. Some of these people you would see in, like, you know, your typical games, your Civ games, you know, Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great, young king of Macedonia and conqueror of Persia.
You've also got some that have definitely never been the leader in a game before, like, for instance,
Wilma Mankiller, Native American activist and first woman to serve as principal chief of the Cherokee Nation.
I mean, Wilma Mankiller has got to be the most recent leader I have ever seen in a Civ game. She was born in, like, 1945, like, end of World War II. I think she didn't die until, like, what, the 80s? No, she might have lived into, like, the 2000s. So she's, like, really, really, really recent. Like, she's, like, most of us right now in the chat, if I'm remembering right, most of us right now between the chat and me, we've been alive while she was alive. The most recent leader I've ever seen in one of these kind of historical through the ages games. I think the most recent I can think of before that is, like, World War II leaders, you know, like Wilhelmina of Netherlands and stuff like that. So that's who Hall & Oates wrote that song about. I know Hall & Oates, I don't know that song, but I'll take your word for it. That or you're memeing on me. I've read through a bunch of these descriptions.
Genghis Khan, brilliant soldier, ruthless politician, and founder of the Mongol Empire.
The name is Metal AF, yeah. Oh, man-eater name of a song. I get your meme now. So I've noticed the descriptions of some of these leaders are very funny to me. They very, very rarely go into any of the bad things any of the leaders did. You know, it's not like Civ, where, you know, like Civ 4 straight up had like Mao Zedong and Stalin in it and stuff. Like if you go to Genghis Khan, probably the most objectively evil one of any of these leaders. You know, it's all masterful leadership on the battlefield, enormous empire, encouraged religious freedom and promoted trade via the Silk Road, but his conquest resulted in the deaths of millions of people. That's kind of the closest they get to saying anyone did a bad.
Julius Caesar, brilliant general and politician, ensured the rise of the Roman Empire.
Now, you can debate how much of the fall of Rome from a republic into an empire was due to Julius Caesar exploiting the system, and how much the system was already messed up before he came in. But with this one, like, they kind of imply a little, you know, he named himself dictator for life, which that was not a bad term back then. Catalyzing the end of the Republic and the onset of the Empire, although it wasn't an empire when he was alive, it was shortly after he died. But, you know, he definitely set some of the stones and everything. But, you know, they kind of, you know, he seized power, defeating the Senate and his powerful rival Pompey the Great, crafty and ambitious man. They kind of imply a little bit that maybe something, you know, that there's a little bit of shades of gray. But not in all of them. This one made me laugh.
Empress Regent and first and only woman to ever rule China.
So this is Empress Wu. She was just known as Empress Wu back in the day, but Zetian, I believe is how you pronounce that name. Brilliant ruler who improved the economy, reformed the system for selecting government officials, and enormously expanded Chinese territory and influence. Yeah, we have no mention on here of, like, all the political assassinations and the children she poisoned and everything, and the whole everything. Wasn't she responsible for the foundation of the Eastern Depot? Like, there's a lot we're glossing over with this one. I kind of feel like I just clicked on great leader Adolf of Germany reformed the German healthcare system and built the largest highway in Germany. Like, I feel like you're missing some important historical context here. Benito of Italy got the trains to run on time. So there's a little bit of sugarcoating on some of the leaders, but whatever, it's not a big deal.
Otto von Bismarck, cunning politician and creator of the German state.
Okay, though, I know that might be a joke. Poisoning children is just what Chinese leaders did, but yeah, I guess on some level it was the norm back then. Okay, so I played a little bit. Harun al-Rashid. I don't know how authentically I'm pronouncing that, but I played a little bit as him the other night when I was practicing and seeing if I could learn how the game runs and everything, and I thought he was kind of fun. I was doing quite well with him on just kind of a standard difficulty, although I'm not very far in the game yet, so everything's really up in the air, you know? That emote in the chat is busted on my end, which definitely means the DNS issues are going on right now. It's okay. It's okay. Don't even worry about my DNS issues. I might have a fix for that later. That or my modem is dying and needs to be replaced. I don't know. Okay. So I want to pick, Charlemagne.
Warrior king who laid the foundations for the Holy Roman Empire.
Now, strength to forces within your capital. So only when defending my capital? Is that really going to be all that useful? I'm not sure. But plus 20% craft production to all crafting improvements sounds really good to me from what little I've played of the game so far. Oh yeah, all of those emotes are breaking in the chat for me. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. I can actually see what they are by looking at my on-screen chat on OBS. Oh.
mathematician and astronomer.
Merchants, production, but just in the capital. Crafting in general. Research, available merchants, prosperity. Observatories and research labs provide knowledge. Oh man, that looks really fun actually. I think we're going Poland today. And you can change the outfit that people are wearing, which I think is kind of cool. I do like the green. I also like the red. I feel like the blue and the brown is just a little bland. He looks like a Sims character. Nah, the green makes me think like Portugal. I think I'm gonna go with the red. Okay. We're gonna go on normal difficulty, which is Earl. The default is Viscount, I think is how you pronounce that. I don't think it's Viscount. I think it's Viscount. I could be wrong. Here we go. Okay, 8 nations. This is all default stuff. Generate new map. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Now, I've seen some people on Steam report that their game crashes when they generate a map. I haven't had that happen yet, but again, the game is exactly 1 day old, so it's only had one hotfix, and I don't think it was very comprehensive. So, again, expect to see stuttering, expect to see little graphical bugs, bad performance, that kind of stuff. I'm looking at my computer resources on the side monitor right now, and they're fine. It's Viscount, thank you for confirming. My performance on my computer is all fine, the game is just very poorly optimized right now. I'm sure it'll get fixed in the future, but again, just bear with me if you're watching this in the future.
Nicholas Copernicus, visionary of the stars, your subjects await. With the boundless sky as your canvas and the mysteries of the heavens awaiting your exploration, your people are prepared to unlock the secrets of the universe. Guide them to new heights of knowledge and discovery, and lead them to a future as bright as the stellar dance of the night.
Yay, the stellar dance of the night. I'm gonna silence the tutorial for this playthrough. I did have it on when I was playing last night, so I could learn some stuff. So I don't know everything yet, but I know enough that I think I can kind of walk you through some of this. So this is what our world map looks like right now. You can zoom in this far and see all of our little people and what they're doing. And there's like ambient sound depending on what tiles you're looking at and what's there and everything, you know? Like there's a supply cache here, and did I see an animal somewhere? There's some wolves here, I can zoom in on them. And you can hear them all growling. And this is the farthest you can zoom out, which doesn't look very far right now, but you can zoom out a little farther after you've explored more of the map. But there's different zoom levels that will have different information on them, not unlike Victoria 3. You also have plenty of overlays you can turn on and off if you want to be able to see different things at different zoom levels. So it's pretty customizable. You can do WASD for moving your map around, or you can hold left click and drag the map. I'm probably going to be dragging the map mostly, but I don't know, maybe a combo. We start with 1 scout, and this is how it works with movement. So these, you can see these borders, these are all tiles. So I pick what adjacent tile I want to walk to when the turn is over. All movement and actions happens in between the turns, not on the turns. So I could like right click this place and it would be next turn he will walk to this tile. Or I could like set him to this, or I could set him to this, or whatever. What the scout can do is I can move, obviously, and he'll uncover the nearby tiles around it. I can also tell him to hunt, like hunting one of these wolves, which it says is a pretty low danger thing here. Danger 2, hunts required 1, so it takes 1 turn of hunting to successfully hunt it. 50% chance I'll lose 10 health, otherwise I'll lose 5, so it's not very dangerous at all. I could wait around for like a turn or 2 and get all my health back, so hunting these, even with the scout, would be very easy. I would get some clothing, I believe it is, for hunting those. So I think I will actually go over here first, but I want to go to the resource cache first. So by clicking on the cache itself, it'll queue up the actions. So action 1 is going here, and then the turn after would be action 2, which is actually collecting the resource cache. The resource cache will be like resources, you know, like food and wealth and timber and materials, as you can see in the top left. Chat, if the on-screen chat ends up overlaying over something that you want to read, let me know and I'll move it. I was trying to figure out a good place to put the on-screen chat, but there isn't really one. Ooh, as soon as we can expand our city to another tile, I think I want to take the grapevines and the wheat to the north. That whole tile looks like it would be awesome for farming. Okay, spacebar is to select whatever the next thing in the bottom right is, by the way. It's not enter like in Civ. Ara, history untold. Kind of funny that the cache can give you a little bit of everything. Yeah, it's different caches will give you different things. Okay, so a project is what we're selecting. This is kind of like in Civ, it would be like, what's the next thing you're building? Are you going to do a unit or an improvement or a wonder? Wonders are in this game, by the way. They're just called triumphs? Triumph. I don't know if they work the same way as a wonder. I don't think that they're exclusive to individual people, but I could be wrong. The game's tutorial did not tell me that when it was telling me about wonders. I'm sorry, about triumphs. Quality of life we can see is a combination of our happiness, our health, our education, knowledge, our prosperity, and safety? Security. I'm learning the terminology still. We can give our people amenities, although we don't have any right now, but we'll be going more into that soon. I want to switch my zone up here to improvements. We can see that we start with a great hearth, but it's not done yet. This gets automatically built by your people after you've founded a city, but it's going to take 42 turns until we find ways to speed that up through production. You can see there's these little tabs on your improvements. This is where you can give it different items that you've crafted or gathered, and it will in some way improve that tile's ability to do its job. That's a really core mechanic of this game that I've only seen in this game. Well, I guess I've seen it in some city builders before, actually. I don't think I've ever seen it in a 4X strategy game, so that's a pretty unique, cool thing about this game. Okay, so for the first thing that I want to build here, we have very little food, so I want to start with a farm. I feel like that's a sensible first thing to do. Harvest, effects, harvest. 100% of region food yield is applied towards the harvest production. Some city growth bonus. Bonus region harvest production for each farm improvement. So stacking multiple farms gives synergy bonuses. When you're building a tile upgrade, you actually pick what little zone of the tile you're on, you're going to build it in. Now, I don't think the individual things here, like where I put this farm matters, unless there's a specific like tile improvement there, like a vineyard or a barley farm or something. But we do have a limited amount of space in every tile. So I'm going to put a farm there. I do believe we can deconstruct these later, so you could micromanage and make something more efficient over time. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, the quality of life area is getting slightly blocked by the chat. It's okay. I don't think it's showing anything important there that you can't already kind of tell what it shows. Okay, so we got the farm started. I've already got the actions queued up of my scout, so we can just hit space and go to the next turn. Now, passing turns is very snappy and quick in this game. You can see it's already done. We can start picking a technology now. So every single age, technologies are a bit different in this game. If I open, where is the menu for this? Technology library. So there's different acts of the game, as you can see here. And you need 5 technologies to go to the next age. However, you can just research all of them, obviously, before going to the next age if you want to. They are non-linear, which is to say you can research any technology in your age in any order that you want. What order you want to do it in probably depends on your local resources and your needs at the time. So right now, we get to pick if we want to start on any of these. It'll take us 7 turns no matter what we do, because they all have the same cost, and we don't really have much research right now. You're right, we do have a lot of coast nearby, so I'm a little bit tempted to go rope making a little bit early. Now, rope making seems like a solid first one anyway, because it's what unlocks the logging camp, and it's pretty obvious that lumber is an important resource, especially in early game. So getting a lumber camp pretty early seems wise. Grain storage is a granary for bread and stuff. That's if we want to go really hardcore into farming early, which is not necessarily a bad idea, what with this area north of us. We're probably going to take this early. I also don't mind the idea of fermenting early so that we can get wine made. because that would be a great luxury resource to make our people a lot happier. Lowers city knowledge, I guess, because they're drunk. That's kind of funny. But it's a very big bones to city happiness. I'd say it's more good than it is bad. Plus, wine is a trade good, so we could be selling that. Pottery lets us start making ceramic pots, which is kind of like a tool that some businesses can use to upgrade. Archery isn't a bad first one. Between hunting camps and simply making an archer, which is a good military unit, I could be sending archers out to hunt all these animals around us, like the more dangerous ones. You know, these tigers, that's a high amount of danger. It takes 3 turns to hunt it. You know, a scout would probably just die doing that. Or at least you would need to take a break to heal during the hunt. So an archer could probably pull that off. That said, maybe we want to stack crazy food early. Maybe I want to research grain early. We snatch this place early, and we put down some crazy farming stuff, you know? Let's give it a try. We're still kind of in experimental phase early with the game, you know? Also, I want to go to audio. Oof. Okay, I can fix this, Let's bring the music down, and I'll bring the volume up in Windows. Oh, I like that more. Oh, do you hear that? I love that, the little dings and stuff when you go over the menus. That's what I wanted to hear better. I want the ambient noise to come in better. The sound of the waves and everything, you know? The sound design is quite nice, I will say. Are those narwhals? I think those are narwhals. Yeah, the sound design is quite nice in this game, actually. Okay, so we just got a cash collected here. It says that we have gotten 2 food oil, 2 furs, 2 sculpting material. Are any of these amenities? No. I'm clicking there, but no amenities. Are any of these things we can use here? Not yet, no. Okay, cool. Gotta check those things every once in a while. Unit idle. So do I want to hunt these right now, or do I want to explore more? I think I'll hunt one of these right now, because these wolves are only a 1 hunt required, which means 1 turn worth of hunting. And I'm only going to lose 10 to 5 health. We have 100 health, and you can heal, I think it's 10 health a turn when you're waiting outside of your city, 20 health a turn if you're waiting in your own territory, if I understand correctly. So we got a little bit of food, and we got 1 clothing, 1 fur. That's considered fur. It looks like clothing. Hunter is injured. It's only by 10. You can see we still have 90 health out of 100, so we're all fine. I'll hunt the other guy while I'm here. I don't want to stack up a bunch of travel time. What is this here? Some kind of old ruin? Is that must have been where the resource cache used to be. There we go. We got more fur. Fur can be used for like tailoring and stuff, right? Let's check the encyclopedia here. Fur. Here we go. Hunting camps harvest fur from foxes, white-tailed deer, and zebra. Natural resources found in the world. Natural component that is used to craft belts, leather, fabric, and sandals. Okay. Harvested by hunting camps, used to craft. Belt, I'm guessing I make that in a cobbler. Okay. Unlocked by textiles and haberdashery. I'm guessing textiles is probably a Bronze Era research. Okay. Well, no harm getting some of these early. I think I want to go over to that resource cache, but I want to like kind of go a bit of a roundabout way so I can explore more. Okay, we're unlocking more tiles here. We see there's a meteorite right here. Build a stone pit improvement to increase harvest rate for metal ingot, precious metal, or heavy metal. Must own region. Okay, that seems like it's got some long-term potential there. You know what? I'm going to have him go straight here. Yeah. We can see that there's foxes up here, so we could get some natural hunting over time once we get that in our territory. I'll tell him to go to that resource cache. Can you hunt things to extinction? Not as far as I'm aware yet. Now, when we say hunting as in like killing these things, yes, they're gone after you kill them. But the resource tile for foxes, I don't believe that ever goes away, unless there's like a late game mechanic that gets introduced. I don't know about that then. Okay, city is idle because we just got our farm done. We can go check that out. Nice ambient noises. We can see they're sweeping dirt off of dirt. I think he's supposed to be working the hay. Nice noises, nice noises. Okay, so we can see up here in our improvements menu here, we can actually give items like plows and fertilizers and whatever to our farm to make it work better. So you can see a plow would give us 50% more harvest production. A heavy plow would be 100% more. Now, we don't have any of that stuff yet, but in the future we will. We can see supplies. We can see the maintenance is 1 timber per turn, and the current output is we're getting about 2.5 food per turn from this farm. So that's not bad. We've kind of fixed our short-term food issue. For my second thing, I'm not opposed to getting a spearman early, using them for a little bit of hunting, using them for a little bit of scouting, but I think I want a workshop as early as possible at this point. A workshop is how we can start crafting the very most basic of things, like tools. That's the main thing I want to make is tools, because that can upgrade a lot of our buildings. Hey, research complete. We got grain storage, bread recipe, granaries, and rice grain. Oh, we can now harvest rice grain. Cool. If we find any, which I have not yet. Hi, Rocky. How's it going? He may be asking for food, but I also just fed him, but mayhaps his brother was very hungry and ate it all. Okay. Oh. Sorry, I really like those sound effects. That's really good. Okay, so for my second thing I want to build, I'm not opposed to going fermenting, because again, I do want to get, like, wine production super early. I do think that I want to get archery earlier than when I was playing last night, because I saved archery for last time because there was no real threats going on. But getting an archer out to start hunting early does seem like it might be a smart move, because I do have some, like, stronger enemies nearby, and I don't really want my scout fighting it because it would really slow him down for a long time fighting these very difficult enemies. I think I will go fermenting next. And then after that, I'll probably go archery. Hi. Can you guys hear his meowing? He just said hi to me. Resource cache. I'm kind of hoping for an equipment cache soon, because that'll give me, like, stuff that I can upgrade my buildings with. You know, the kinds of stuff that you would put in your farm or your great hearth or whatever, you know? Or sometimes amenities. Amenities are nice. They raise the quality of life of your people. What is this up here? Barley? Barley up there. Okay, maybe we can make beer in the future up there. We got... Is that gems? Precious stones. I think that's a crafting resource. Yeah, that's not a straight amenity. Although our growth is going to tick over next turn, and I believe that will be what lets us get another tile. I like that we can see that there's mountains over there, because that makes sense that you'd be able to see that through the unexplored area. Who's leaving these caches? It's a mystery. Ancient civilizations? I'm gonna say ancient civilizations. Okay, we have generated a claim, which means we can take an adjacent tile. We can see there's a lot of wood out here. It'd be 4 wood a turn. Over here is pretty good. 1 food, 3 wood, 1 material, and 2 wealth a turn. But I gotta take this. This farming tile seems awesome. There's even a good amount of materials. There's wealth. Now, it's only 3 areas to this. There's 3 zones to this, so it's small in comparison to something like these. These are all 4, it says. But I can't pass that up. That's too good. There we go. And next turn, we'll have a workshop done. So this area is now part of our borders. That's part of our cities as of next turn. Because again, all progress happens in between the turns, not on the turns. On the turn, you set up the order. In between the turns, it actually has everybody do everything. So that's why it says on the Steam page, like, truly simultaneous turns. There we go. Improvement complete. We have a workshop done now. So I would like to set up crafting. The first thing I want to do is make tools. I want to make 1 tool in 1 basket. And then I'll probably just start making a bunch of tools, bunch of baskets. So, right away, I want to start putting 2 wealth a turn into a huge bonus towards making these tools faster, because right now we're making a tool every 15 turns. That's awful. We can bump that to every 6 turns by putting 2 gold a turn into it. We can do another 2 gold a turn to bring it down to 4. Or we could do 1 timber. I'll do the gold for now, because our gold production is better. And I'm also going to set up doing wealth on... you know what? I'm going to do material on that, wealth on that, so I can speed up the basket after as well. There we go. And yes, we do have coast now. And we don't have anything we can use on the farm. We don't have anything we can use on the workshop yet. But our first tool, I'm going to be putting right back into the workshop that made it to speed up the rate at which it makes things. It's not by much, but it's something. So that will be what I'm doing. City idle. We don't need a dwelling yet. That is city housing, and we can have housing of 5 so far. So I don't really need it. I think I might do a spearman. I could do a scout. I wouldn't mind having another scout early to start getting those goody huts early. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I want more of the goody huts. Sorry, the resource caches. Sorry. Goody huts are like what Civ 4 fans used to call ancient tribes or whatever in Civ games. From the Civ Fanatics forum back in the day. I love Civ 4. Okay, I hunted that. Let's go get this resource cache. And I'm going to drop a quick save here. And if you're watching this live, I'll be back in a few minutes. Rocky probably just wants some food, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So the chat got to see this on the break, I guess, but there's a feature in the game, and you can turn it off if you don't like it, where if you don't do any button inputs for a little while, then the game will just start using this little roaming camera to show you improvements and stuff on your cities, so you can kind of get a feel of the flavor, you know? And all you do is you click, and it goes right back to wherever you were. It's kind of cool. Oh, now that we actually have a bunch of map explored, I can zoom out harder, and you can see what I was talking about earlier when I said that, as you explore more, you can zoom out farther. So it's not, like, super zoomed in the whole game. Don't worry. Someone was asking earlier, is this the type of game where you benefit from having lots of small cities or just a few big cities? I mean, the game's been out for 24 hours, so I don't think anyone knows the answer to that yet. But as far as I'm aware, you can do either play style. Yay! Fermenting. Okay, so I'm going to do archery now for my next thing. It'll take 6 turns. Because we do have a little bit better research than before. Where's all of our research coming from? Great Hearth surplus, innovation, base value. Okay. I do like that you can check these things. And in 2 turns, we'll have our first set of tools done. See, it says default on this is zones. This is why I like having it on improvements. This is more relevant info to me. So no meta yet? Yeah, basically no meta. The game's been out for about 24 hours. Got a cache. No, what is that there? Furs, leather. So that's what the leather looks like in the game. Okay. Good to know. And I'll have them hunt that wolf next. Well, I know this isn't exactly a Civ game. This seems Civ-like with some quality of life enhancements, excluding bugs. It's very different from Civ, either than the core concept, I would say, of it still being you're ruling a country with one leader going through the ages, you know? That is similar, yeah, but this doesn't play anything like Civ. It's just a 4X strategy game. I can say that. Oh no, next turn the tools are done, that's right. Mechanically, this is all very different. Okay, so I'm going to immediately put the lithic tools back into the workshop. That slightly increases the production on it. And after it's done doing the 1 basket, I'm just going to tell it to make, I don't know, 3 lithic tools? I think I'm going to need more tools than I am baskets, but I do believe the baskets are also like a very basic amenity. History was created by Paradox to sell more grand strategy games and DLC. That is true. That is true. Now, this isn't a Paradox game, though. This is an Xbox game. Like, I'm playing it on PC, but, like, literally the publisher is Xbox Game Studios. So it's a Microsoft game, I guess you would say, but when they sent me the key, they specifically said, like, games for Xbox... disclose that Xbox sent this to you. And, like, of course I'm going to disclose that the key got sent to me. Okay. So our scout is done. So we're picking our next thing to build. We can't make a fermenting pit yet because we need grapes. Now, by default, we're getting, I think it's like 0.1 grape a turn. Hold on, where did I check that? Right here? Oh, and I'm getting none. I just need to get a farm on it first. So here's how this works. If we go to zones, you can see that we have wheat here, and we have grapevines here. So building a farm improvement to increase harvest rate for grapes or food. We're going to do a farm right there. So we're now building a farm right on top of that grape vineyard. And you can see, it doesn't just look like a normal farm. You can see where the buildings are going to be. But you can see it's actually like rows of grapes, like a winery, like a vineyard, you know? It looks kind of awesome, actually. Like, it's all jagged and stuff, you know, if you're... It looks graphically, like, a little janky, I guess you would say. But, like, I like what it's going for.
No older than 16 enters your court, springing with excitement. He explains that he and his friends were climbing trees, and while sitting atop a giant oak, he spotted a raised and unnaturally round hill and smoke, as though from a campfire rising in the distance. He requests support to safely investigate.
So this has like events that pop up, and you can pick what you want to do. You can ignore them. Such imagination. I like that it even has a little thing you can read here. You can't help but grin at the boys' creativity. It wasn't so long ago they used to imagine adventures over every hill. Okay, so we can either lose some security for 10 turns or some happiness for 10 turns. Either way, we'll get some ceramic pots and some jewelry. I don't think it really matters which one we lose, to be honest. I will arm the boy and his friends, lose a little security for 10 turns, get some jewelry and ceramic pots. And I can immediately use the jewelry as an amenity to increase our prosperity and happiness for 10 turns. There we go. That already more than offset the security loss. So having lower security means our forces are a little bit weaker. But, like, that's okay. The extra prosperity is more tax income from the city. The extra happiness is more city production. I would consider that super worth it. 16-year-old boy wants troops to investigate? Damn, he's going places. Well, one, he is literally going places because he's gonna go explore the smoke and see, you know, who lives there. But two, this is I was gonna say prehistoric times. It's not prehistoric. This is Stone Age. Here we go. Amenity activated. Jewelry consume bonus for 10 turns. That's how amenities work. Speaking of amenities, we have 2 turns left on the basket. Okay, cool. Cool. Really want to find a plow. We haven't found a single resource cache yet, which is disappointing. Unit leveled up because he got enough fights. I believe that just makes his strength higher. I can probably check this. I can't search level. I'm not sure of all of the consequences of leveling up, but I would imagine strength is probably a core component. Now, last time I played, I found a lot of... Oh, archery complete. Last time I played, I found a lot of equipment caches. This time I'm finding a lot of resource caches and hunting, but I haven't found any equipment caches. Little unlucky. Oh, we found a tribe, though. It looks like they've started off pretty friendly towards us. They don't always. They're friendly, yes. Relations can be improved and maintained through completing goals for the tribe. Friendly tribes may decide to join your nation with additional population, technologies, or goods. I mean, or you could fight them. Looks like they have 2 warriors. Kind of strong ones, too. We could build up some archers and fight them if we wanted to, though. So animal husbandry might be what I do next, because although we don't really have animals, it would unlock the ability to craft a plow at the workshop, and we could use a plow for our farms. We do have a farm, and we're almost done working on a second farm as well, so plows would pay off. Used to supply in pharmacy, windmill, granary, chemist, mill, and grocer. I was seeing if we need ceramic pots urgently or not. Maybe not urgently. Although we obviously do want a ceramic workshop at some point. Now, an herbalism shop would let us get an apothecary. So we could start working on medicine then. I'm probably dragging my feet too long on rope making, considering I could get logging camps and fishing nets. I don't know how valuable fishing nets are yet, but we'll find out. Rope is valuable, though. Yeah, because that's a supply at a lot of things. Factory, armory, mill, windmill. Great Hearth can use rope. Okay. And workshop can use rope, too. Okay, I think we're going to do rope making next, then.
As you walk the simple paths of your capital, you are greeted by a delightful scent. You find the source, one of the trade vendors, and approach to sample her wares. The merchant excitedly explains how she'd met with a leader of a tribe who kept a large cauldron in the heart of their village, constantly cooking on an endless fire. She traded firewood for some of the stew, but sadly mentions that it's likely their fire won't survive the winter.
Okay. We can share our wood, lose a bunch of timber, and that would make them very happy. We can give them some food instead. It'll make them less happy, but still happy. Or we can decline request, gain extra prestige, which prestige is kind of how you win the game. You can dominate the map, but also whoever has the most prestige at the end wins. And it also gets you towards golden ages. Or other way around? We'll see. But we lose relationship. I'm going to give them the timber, because we're going to start working on getting more wood soon anyway. Okay, now they really like us. That brought us all the way up to max, which is loyal. They're loyal towards us now. I'm not entirely sure of the consequences of that, but I'm sure we'll find out. Okay, keep getting the resources. Oh, we have a basket done. Now, we can't do multiple amenities until we get the city to the next tier, which is 13 turns away from right now. We're getting 26 population a turn. Tier 3, we would get amenities, research, city production, tax multiplier. We would start taxing people. We get another claim. Okay. Larger cities have higher maintenance, but better bonuses. Yeah. Maybe we need more housing soon-ish. Not immediately, but ish. One more turn on the vineyard. Hunter injured. It's not too injured yet. Polar bears up there. Cash collected, improvement complete. Let's check out this improvement here. So here we go. The vineyard is done. They're officially working that, so we are collecting grapes now, which we can later turn into wine. We need a fermenting pit for that, but we've got the technology at least. We don't have anything we could do to speed up that farm, so it is what it is. Okay, and this is working on tools now. Cool. After it's done the tools, make 2 baskets. So at this age, is your currency just shiny rocks, or did you learn how to mint coins before you figured out how to make pots? It's vague. It's vague. I think they keep it vague on purpose. I guess wealth is probably just like a vague trade value, you know? I don't think I can make a hunting camp. I can make a hunting camp, but it would just give me wealth, because I don't have any tiles with, like, furs. Okay. Good to know. I would like to finally make that archer, I think. Or granary? Boosts the harvest production of all farms within its region and provides a small health bonus. Also used for crafting grain stores and can be used to boost a city's growth. I think what I'm going to do with this north zone is I'm going to do a farm on the barley. Is that barley or is that wheat? That's wheat? Okay. I'm going to do a farm on the wheat. And then with the leftover tile, I will do a granary. That seems like a good use of that area where it's synergized and where the whole zone is all based around making the most out of our farming. That seems like a good move to me. Let's do the archer first, though, because I don't have any military. I don't have, like, any dedicated military. I didn't even make a spearman, I don't think. Wait, did I make a spearman? Let me, I have no units to deploy into a force. Okay, I didn't make a spearman. Hunt this wolf. Right, because I made an extra scout instead. Which I don't regret. Nation met. Oh, this is my first time meeting another nation. I have not met another nation, even in my test file, where I scouted much farther than this. You've met a military force or specialist from another nation. Click the banner to first contact their leader.
A new power arises in your world.
Okay, we've met Queen Elizabeth I of England. Their hurried posture makes it clear that Elizabeth I has little interest in your nation, as they urge your people to proceed quickly so they can attend to more important matters. Wow. Well met. Disliked. Maybe she doesn't find me very impressive because of my small military, but I've met one of her scouts now. Gifts, denounce, declare war, manage borders. Right now we have closed borders, that's fine. Okay, we've met her, we've met her. We have another claim for some land. We could take some water so that we could start fishing. I don't feel like we urgently need that, though. I could take this resource, which has a copper deposit, although we can't get copper yet. I'm guessing we don't get that until the Bronze Age, for obvious reasons. I like this tile. It's a good tile. I do want to start working my way towards the furs, though. It's funny how hovering over that makes the ding noise. You know what? I think I'll take this tile with the copper anyway, because it's just a great tile in general with all the materials and the wood and the food and the wealth. It's 4 tiles big, too, so I can build a lot there, and it will have the copper for when I need it. Plus, it's adjacent to where the furs are, and I want to work my way there. Okay, let's get baskets in the city for more city production, which will help them make our projects faster. And also, it will get us some city prosperity to increase our tax more. More tax income, which is pretty sweet. It looks like our growth is... we're about to bump straight from 3 to 4. I'm not entirely sure why, but that means that we're going to need some housing. Maybe I'll put it in that new area we just got. Lithic tool created. I don't believe we currently have a use for that. Oh no, we can put it in the Great Hearth. There we go. The Great Hearth is making us feast right now, which we can then, you know, use as an amenity. Right, it's not building, it starts off. I said earlier that it's building from the beginning of the game. I misunderstood the menu there. It actually is built at the beginning of the game, and it is building a feast for you, which is an item you can spend as an amenity. Okay, we're getting our first paragon. These are people that you can send into your country as an advisor. So we can see here what they would do depending on what we use them as, right? These are historical people. So for instance, this musician lady. Happiness and prosperity in cities with a culture improvement. If we make her the chief advisor, if we make her domestic advisor, we get a masterpiece creation speed in the capital. Cultural advisor, we also get creation speed per turn to all masterpiece crafters. Her masterpiece proficiency, so these are masterpieces she could work on. Masterpiece. Masterpiece are unique artistic creations that are created in improvements by paragons. Masterpieces are worth prestige at the end of the game on their own, but can be combined with a masterpiece set for an even larger prestige reward. And force. This is if you put them into the military. Prestige with this force, when this force defeats an enemy unit. Sight and speed, if I put this pioneer on a force, that is kind of cool for if I wanted like a super scout. Masterpiece proficiency, textiles. Sight to all cities is less interesting. Speed and strength to scouts and settlers as a domestic advisor is kind of sweet. City growth per turn in each city below tier 5. That's not really that great. I think I like scientist. 5 research per turn would like double our research almost. I'm gonna take her.
Taputi Belitikalam, Babylonian perfume maker, considered the world's first recorded chemist.
All right, the first recorded chemist. Let's put her as a domestic advisor because that just gave us a huge amount of science. Okay, it didn't quite double, but that's because our city has grown and it was double compared to how it used to be. Okay. Nation rankings are available. We're 4th place right now for prestige, but we're very neck and neck with some other people. Okay. Now, when I got this menu on my previous file, I was 1st place, but I was also playing one difficulty lower, and I was playing as, I forget his name now, But I think he might have had some prestige bonus to help. Okay. Well, the English scout seems to be coming from the north, so I think I want to explore up there. See if that's where the English are, you know? Meteorite down here. Amenity activated. We activated our baskets. Cool. Cool. Oh, we've generated another claim. That was so quick. Okay, we're taking the furs then. So next turn we'll get that. And then next turn we will have an archer done, and then we can start on our housing that we so desperately need. Hey, rope making! Okay, I want animal husbandry next so I can start making plows. Because we have a lot of farms. Well, a lot of farms. We have 2 farms. Corn up here. That gets you grain. Okay. That looks like it must be English borders. Okay. Let's get dwellings. Now, I don't know if there's like a super optimal place for this, but I'm going to do it way out here. Reserve added. So this is how military works. We've added a reserve here. So he's just a reserve in the city right now. You click on whatever city you want him to spawn at, which for right now, you know, we only have this one. And what I would do is I would add him to a squad, and then I can deploy him, and next turn he'll get deployed. Or I think it might take 2 turns to deploy. Once he's deployed, he'll have maintenance cost, which for him is 1 food a turn. He can pillage, he can hunt, he can indirect fire, and he can besiege. I'm going to deploy him right away, and then we'll probably need another farm soon. That or the plows will do their job, and I'll get enough food through that. You know what? No, I want to find England first. And you go to that resource cache. Oh. That's a crazy name for an English city. Hey, they did not collect this equipment cache right next to them. I will go collect that. Mustering begins. Okay, so we will have the archers in, I believe, 1 turn. We have finished a tool. Okay. I don't think we have any use for the tool immediately. No, we don't. No, we don't. Okay. You can make the boots with the fur. Oh my god, I hate that song. Wait, didn't you tell me the other day you're like 18? How do you even know that song? But that song was like from when I was in high school, and I'm 32 now. That's a Polish city name. Yeah, I thought it was. But I'm Poland. Glitch or odd game feature, you decide. Okay, so tigers are very dangerous. I'm gonna hunt it with my archer. We're gonna just see how it goes. It's gonna take a little time to get over there, though. Do cities get localized names depending on your civ? I believe they do. I mean, my capital is named... I mean, I would call that Warsaw, but I understand that that is a more Polish spelling. Okay, we've got animal husbandry done, which gives us a little prestige, but more importantly, it gives us the plow. I would like to make some plows. We can also make rope. 2 plows, 1 rope. But the rope first, because I can use the rope in the workshop to speed up the rest of the crafting. Oh, whoops. I also want to bump this basket making up a little bit. Because we only have 5 turns left on the basket. Herbalism or pottery. We could also just start researching towards Bronze Age. If you're the first person to get to the next stage, I believe you get a prestige bonus. Maybe I do want to rush this, because I do have copper. I'm going to rush it. Ooh, it will abandon other technologies. I didn't know that would happen. Never mind. Yeah, I don't want to never have pottery or herbalism. That sounds dangerous. I will take herbalism next, so I can get an apothecary done. They're very slow to make medicine by default. Rice up here. Okay, this surely is their second city. There's no way that's England's first city. So I'm going to keep exploring over here. Here we go. We got the dwelling complete, so we don't need to worry about that housing cap so much. We can do a butcher shop in only 3 turns. Crafts cured meats. And salted fish. How's our wood? Our wood production's really good, actually. I don't think I need a logging camp yet. Watchtower, prestige and completion, strength within the region, city security. That would make our troops stronger, I do believe. Yes, it would. Maybe I get around to that granary. Maybe I get around to another farm. Maybe I get around to the fermenting pit. Maybe I get around to that fermenting pit. I do want to start getting a trade good. Takes a little while to build, but seems worth it to me. Yeah, I'm going to get a fermenting pit. Over, yonder. You know what? I just remembered. I think I remembered reading yesterday that you get a dwelling bonus if the dwelling is near your city center. Maybe I should have put it there instead. Is that tobacco? That is tobacco. Tobacco resource. Okay. Your troops are too close to our borders. Please move or we'll be slightly unhappy with you. Yeah, that's a very Civ thing, yeah. Oh, is the hunting complete? Lost 40 health while hunting tiger. Oh, we're just done turn 1 of hunting? Yeah, there's still 2 turns left. The animation for it is very funny. It's so goofy looking. Guys, could you less efficiently hunt this tiger? This is unreal. Yeah, they'll probably have to take a break during that hunt just because they're getting so beaten up. You have collected a cash worth wealth and precious stone. Not much wealth. It's like a 1 turn worth of wealth. We actually have a lot of money. Maybe I should be rushing things. Can I rush things with money? Yes, it's wealth that lets you rush buildings. A little tempting. I don't think I need it urgently. Research done. We'll go straight to pottery next, obviously. Crafter idle. We finished our... Oh, our great hearth needs to work on something. We could start making jewelry. Let's. We could speed it up, too. With wealth, with precious stones. Now, is this jewelry... Is that turning precious stones into jewelry? It is not. I'm just simply making jewelry. But if I use precious stones, then it's faster, so I will. Way faster. Ooh, 5 turns. I don't think I even need to put wealth in there. Now, if I assign her to Masterpiece Creation, will she stop being my domestic advisor? Yes. So I'm going to not do that. I'm going to cancel that. I want her to keep doing research. Okay. Keep exploring. Haven't found England yet. At least not the capital. Ooh, equipment cache. I really want that. Hope it's something good. Oh, hunters killed? I was unattentive and forgot that I should probably pause and let them heal. Well, that was 5-6 turns of production wasted by losing that archer. See, that was, that's something that I gotta learn to be better about. Tea grove up there. Ooh, I like tea. I should probably get another settler to get another city soon. I don't really know the meta on how often you should be making new cities, but I feel like I'm dragging my feet on it too long. I forgot to check what I actually got in that equipment cache, so let me just cycle through a little. Still don't have a rope done. I'm working on that now by the looks of it. Yep. Oh, I have a plow done. I'm going to use that on the farm that's getting food, not the grape one. I don't need the grapes as badly. Oh, I have 2 plows. Cool. I'll use one on each then. Right, I was making 2 plows. Video game consoles? Would upgrade dwellings. I know it makes me happy. Monopolize the tea to piss off Spiffing Brit. Ooh, that would upset him. He was in my chat the other day. Was it my birthday stream he came in for? I don't remember. It was something. I like that guy. He's a good guy. Pottery! Alright, now we're getting bronze working. It's a 9-turn one, because our research is not totally amazing. One turn left on the fermenting pit. Here we go. Check it. You can see all the grapes, I think? No, those are probably hops. Okay, fermenting pit. Wine. We can also make syrup. Harvested from sugar and cocoa. I would like to use grapes to make wine. We can also use ceramic pots. That'll speed it up a lot. And we are now officially producing wine every 6 turns. That's like our first proper trade good that we're making. Yeah, I'm sure he'll make a video on this game. I cannot make... Okay. I was checking to see if I could make a fishing net. I guess that has to be on like a pure water tile, not on a coast. Good to know. I could do an apothecary. I don't really need another dwelling yet. I think I'm going to do that hunting camp. Right here on the furs. 9 turns. That'll take a little while to build, but it's probably going to be worth it. There is an auto-explore button for scouts, by the way, for those of you who are fans of an auto-explore, but personally, I prefer manually exploring because then I remember like what the map looks like better, you know, when I'm seeing it myself each time. This is what we have so far for the known world. You want open borders? For now. It'll probably be part of becoming better friends with her.
People tell stories of the seat of the divine. At the gates, a statue of a god as tall as a mountain looms, imposing, welcoming, awe-inspiring. No nation has built such a structure, but the first to do so would surely stand apart.
We have been given a goal. The Colossus of Rhodes. 100 prestige on completion, plus 2 C-Force cap. Okay, you need pots and metal ingots. Unlocks with sales. I can try and get it done. Not immediately or anything, but yeah, I can try and get that done. Every once in a while, the game gives you goals like that. Ooh, gemstone over there. It would be pretty sweet to get that. I'm not entirely sure how far apart you want to space cities in this game. But I'm looking around and kind of considering it, you know? Oh, we're out of baskets. Let's give them a feast instead. Ooh, perfume. That'll give us even more city production to get this camp done faster. I believe you can make perfume at apothecaries as well. Oh, I think I see English borders. Found London! There we go. So this is how far they space them apart. That's pretty far. I wonder if that's what's optimal. Well, we have open borders, so let's walk through their border and explore it. So this is an impassable region there. Is there like a passage through the mountains here, or is this whole thing just cut off? If this whole thing's cut off, then I definitely want a city down here-ish. Or here, maybe. I'll scout a little more and figure it out. Okay, yeah, this is all impassable. All impassable. Okay. Then I want to go down there and check out that coast. See if there's any more resources down there that will affect where I want to put my city. London, right next to its iconic mountain range. Yeah. Okay. London's not that big yet. Our capital is bigger. In fact, we just hit level 5. Speaking of 5, this is a 5-region zone right here. With very good resources. Before I go grabbing that. So there's a meteorite down here. Shellfish over there. Pigs over here. I should probably get pigs in my zone soon. Tea in the tea grove. I need to hunt those before it's safe to build in some of those places, but... Barley, more tea. Maybe I take the tea first. Sure. Oh, we got a rope done. There we go. I put it in the workshop, so the workshop is now working faster to make the many, many things we want. I'm sorry, is it still making 2 plows? It's still making 2 plows. I guess I found plows in some of those equipment caches then. I don't need 2 plows then. I'll just do 1 so that I have 1 ready to go. Wow, that's a lot of wealth you can pour into it to speed it up. Or I can put just a little bit of wealth in this slot. Materials? We have a lot of materials. I'll put materials in. Ooh, I could 2-turn the plow by putting that kind of money into it. I think I will. Our food is actually getting a little bit bad. Sell the tea to the English, they need it to live? Not a bad idea. Region claimed. Crafting complete. We got some wine done. Hell yeah. I'm gonna just have it keep making wine. In fact, we're gonna put the wine right into the city. For even more happiness, which is even more production. Hey!
You are the first nation to reach the Bronze Age.
See, we're the first one yet again. Probably because of our science advisor kind of thing we did. That really sped things up. Welcome to the Bronze Age. In this era, the first urban societies emerged, inciting innovations in writing, trade, worship, and justice. New mining techniques enabled the use of harder metals, leading to the first warships, wheeled land forces, and diverse new ways for people to improve their quality of life. The Bronze Age also sees local traditions replaced with organized religions and structured worship. A new cornerstone of these societies. I'm illiterate. With the formalized laws and larger societies, new leadership is required. The first pharaohs, kings, and queens. All right. Okay, so trading for road pass allows you to build roads between your own cities into other nation cities if you have open borders with them. Plus trading posts, plus trade goods. That feels like a good thing to get early, considering we have wine. Code of laws. Consumable good for security and knowledge. That makes sense. Monarchy, government. Security, prosperity, available policies. Okay. See, we're getting into some stuff. This is getting into uncharted territory for me. Chariots. Well, chariots dominated warfare during this age. Carriages. Cool. War chariots. A little expensive on maintenance, but what are you going to do? Most dominant cavalry of Act 1. Unlocked in the Bronze Age. Strong facing infantry and ranged units, but weak against anti-cavalry and helicopter units. I don't think we're going to have any trouble running into helicopter. In fact, it says here, if your opponent has helicopters, you have other problems. I like that. Unlocks harvesting of horses, of which we have not seen any around, unfortunately. I wouldn't mind weaving, considering we do have furs. This seems like a sensible first thing to go for. The wheel also gets us road pass, just like trading does. Leatherworking. I think... I think maybe leatherworking. Leatherworking than trade? You know what? Let's go trade, then leatherworking. I like that idea. City is idle. We don't need more housing yet. Food has been fixed. I wouldn't mind another unit. I wouldn't mind a settler. I'm going to do a settler, finally. Then maybe we do a stone pit and start getting the copper. Can I queue up multiple buildings? Or multiple projects? I can queue. I would like to queue up a stone pit. Here we go. Right on top of that copper. Cache discovered. Ooh, equipment cache up there. I definitely want that. There's some horses down here. Very far from me, though. Oh, my scout finally arrived down here. Crafting complete of some jewelry and some baskets. We need city tier 7 before we can do our next amenity. Surprised that the wheel wasn't the previous age? Me too. What is this? We collected 50 wealth. Cool. Turn 47. Okay. Dude, I saw a review on Steam where someone said that the game is boring and you've met everybody by 40 to 50 turns in. I've met one country. There's 8 countries in the game. Also, how bad is your attention span if you're bored of the game already by 45 turns in? Like, that's insane. we're not even like we're not even a quarter of the way into the game. There's so much to be uncovered, you know?
Prestigious nation requires a majestic residence for its leader. Beyond serving as a testament to your success, such a palace can also honor your nation's past and future. Your advisors are excited to build a palace on a site proven auspicious for your people over the centuries, and the oracles urge you to do so with haste.
Build one palace. Allows you to build an additional city and boosts your tax wealth. Prestige on completion, tax income per turn, +1 to city cap, +5 bonus to all of the city's quality of lives if built in the city center. Requires 10 rope, 10 ceramic pots, a bunch of production, and some wealth. Unlocks with masonry. That's pretty cool. Let's queue some of this up at the workshop. Maybe it's about time I get another workshop, too. Ah, shift click is adding 5 to the thing. I guessed that, and apparently I guessed it correctly. Let's also go to our... Oh, we're not making pots right now. That's right. Well, after the stone pit, we will make a ceramic workshop. ADHD? Man, I have ADHD, but that is getting bored 45 turns in and saying that there's nothing left to do in the game. That is next level ADHD. Okay, so that's really all the scouting we can do over here, unless I want to just send them around to fight some wolves, which I could probably just have a military unit do that. So I think my next thing is going to be going up here. Okay. We have our settler. Now, I don't know the meta on how far apart to make these, so we're kind of guessing here. But... Show resources when zoomed out. Resource banners. Well, I'm not seeing any resource banners. I just see these tiny little resources there. Improvement. Oh, it shows enemies improvements too. That's kind of cool. Yields. Whoa. Okay. Let's... So there's gemstone over there. White-tailed deer over here, which seems like a good one. Maybe like right around here? Wouldn't be a bad move. I don't know if, like, being right on the water is a good idea. There's also fish down here. Coastal fishery. Meteorite. See, I kind of like the idea of, like, down here, but then that's super far from there. Maybe I do a city here and a city here. I think maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I hope I'm not packing them in too closely.
A red-headed young man from the Garmir clan is looking to open a new business. He's a capable herbalist, but his family's background is in metallurgy. Meanwhile, his hobby is creating reed pipes to sell to traders. He makes a promising case for each venture and requests national funding for one of his enterprises.
Okay. So the cost for any of these would be losing prosperity in the capital for 5 turns, which is essentially money. It's tax income. I don't mind losing that. We have a lot of money. And I get research progress towards either irrigation, chariots, or trading. Let's check our research. I don't need that much progress towards trading, I don't think. Yeah, because it would give me the whole tech by the looks of it if it's 125, so I don't need to do trading. I could do chariots. Or, what was the other one? Weaving? Chariots or irrigation? I don't see irrigation on this list. Oh, irrigation's Iron Age. Would I just get it an entire age early? I think I'm gonna... I mean, I don't need trading. I don't need chariots because I don't even have horses. So I guess I will take irrigation. That probably needs till next turn to happen. Oh, we made progress towards irrigation. Cool. Well, we'll see when that pays off. Maybe an Iron Age will automatically have it. I don't know. We'll find out later. We're gonna have to wait and heal soon. That scout's getting pretty beaten up. Hey! Trading done. Okay. Look at that, we have roads between our cities now. Or at least within our city. Looks pretty nice. Okay. The wheel, decorative vases, sacred rites, codex, missionaries. So I haven't played with religion yet. Religion is one of the ways to earn prestige. Found a religion, the player must research a religious technology and build a religious improvement such as an altar. Upon founding their religion, a player will unlock their first verse and a theocratic government. Additionally, verses will unlock through religion spread and the construction of religious triumphs. Spreads passively over time based on religious cities' spread strength and distance. I don't mind the idea of doing one early, but I think I want to do leatherworking. It's very cheap to do by the looks of it. Not entirely sure why it's so much cheaper than everything else, but I'll take it. Maybe it's just because we have this fox camp, you know? Amenity activated. Hell yeah. Oh, we're out of perfume. We can switch that to basket. Wait. Yeah, basket. Basket's fine. So everyone's atheist right now? I think it's more likely that everyone is some kind of shamanistic, you know, vaguely spiritual, probably polytheistic, something like that. You know, just a vague superstition, you know? Okay. We can pick where in here we want the city center. I don't know, right on the water. The Gathering Hall is what they call it. Rating up. I'm guessing it's trying to tell me it thinks this is a good spot. Distance to sea, distance to capital, nearest ally, nearest enemy. That's very interesting, actually. That's very interesting information. Yeah, pagan sun worshippers, something like that. Ah, we got our second city. Beautiful. Oh, interesting. We do not start with a, what are they called? Flower field. That's new. Irrigated farm. Huh. We need metal tools for it, though, it says. Okay. We do not start with a... I will check the name over here. I'm blind. Where is it? Great Hearth. We do not start with a Great Hearth. Okay. Food is becoming a little bit of an issue again, so I'm not opposed to putting down another farm, but if I'm going to do a farm somewhere, it should probably be the capital where I've got that one really good farming place, you know? Whereas over here... Trading post. Early game source of wealth. It crafts trade goods. Used to craft brewed coffee. I'm drinking some coffee right now. I want things that are going to get my people happiness so that I can build city improvements faster. I'm not opposed to another workshop. Yeah, I'm not opposed to another workshop because the workshops are what gets me like basic stuff like baskets and whatever, and I wouldn't mind kind of mass producing them a bit. Now, I should use basket here, yeah, because you can see our production is terrible right now. Baskets help with that. I wouldn't mind an apothecary or a bakery. We will need a bakery at some point. I mean, we're going to start getting grain. We have some grain right now, but I think it was just from, like, resource caches. But we do have grain in our country. We just need to get a farm on it. So I think maybe a bakery. Okay. Manage roads. So how does this work? Do we need build select a connection point to start building a new road? Oh, has to be the capital. Okay. Select another connection point. Here. It'll cost 25 materials and take 12 turns. Confirm. Okay. We have a road starting between our two cities. Can I also have one going between here and their city? 12 turns, yes. Cool, looks like they build simultaneously. Let's get them going. Sorry, why did it bring me here? To the gathering hall? Is it just to tell me the city is done? Oh, I'm crafting. Okay, yeah, get going on a feast. We can spend wealth. I've got wealth to spare. I'll do that to speed up the feasts. Oh, that's just speeding up. Oh, the 25% production down there. I see. And then grain. I don't think we need quite all of that. I'll just put a bit of wealth into that for now.
Founders of your nation's newest city look to you for advice. They hope to build into the city's foundation a guiding principle, one that will chart its destiny. In this case, literally. Masons stand by awaiting your direction. What word should be carved into the cornerstone of the gathering hall?
Okay, hold on. I want to see what knowledge does. I'm going to assume it's like research. Yeah, research per science turn from this city. This is not even giving us any research, so I definitely want the production just to kickstart the production of the city. So we're taking happiness. We have carved honor into the city so that we can, you know, get some shit built. Leatherworking done. We can get a tannery and make sandals. I'm sure sandals are probably very important. I imagine having no footwear is miserable. Now, I wouldn't mind going code of laws so we can get monarchy. Security and prosperity in the capital. Available policies. Wealth per turn for each city you own. Palace provides plus 10 to all quality of life stats in the city it's built. That's powerful. Siege defense in your capital. Code of laws, security and knowledge for 10 turns. Crafted at the Great Hearth. So it's an amenity then. Okay. Maybe we start on that religion. Yeah, let's start on that religion. Sacred rites. The capital got done whatever it was doing. What was it doing last again? I queued up a few things there. It was... We got the hunting camp. Oh, ceramic workshop. We are just going to produce ceramic pots. Put some materials into that. Sculpting material. Let's put wealth into that. Yeah, I want to really spam out the ceramic pots, so that'll speed it up a lot. Cool. We can also give them lithic tools, so that'll speed it up a little. And a wheel! There we go. We can also put lithic tools in that stone pit we made. Cool. Ooh, we can do wine at the Great Hearth to speed up its production as well. I absolutely will. I should have done that earlier. I didn't realize. Okay. Offer gift. Do I not have wine to spare? Mayhap I don't. I know I'm spending it as amenities as well. Let me check. Resource, reserve. I don't know what I hover over for this one. Religion, government, regions, advisors. Yeah, I'm not sure where to look for that. Crafting queues. Oh, crafting queues. Cool. Goal menu. Nation's inventory. Oh, this is just like an easier way to see things. Interesting. Maybe it's just not showing wine because we're flat out right now, which is fine. Okay. Okay. What do we want to build next? I do want more food, so that extra farm wouldn't be a bad move. Butcher shop, bakery. We're already working on a bakery in the other city. Could finally get around to that watchtower. You can only build one by the looks of it in a city, but it increases our city security, which is kind of cool. Water well, boost the city health. 100% harvest production to farms and their upgrades in this region. Damn, I wish I could have a granary and a farm up here. Or up here, rather. Okay, I will do a farm up here, though. Start getting grain production, yeah. We're going to have more than just the one place dedicated to farms, though, because right now it's not even gathering us food, it's just gathering us farming resources. Ooh. Grab that resource cache.
An envoy arrives at your capital, sent to share a message from their leader. They believe that your fields seem to be suffering from poor soil management.
Wow.
They offer advice on how to manage crop production in exchange for a portion of your grains.
So rude. Trash talking us like that. Oh, let me check something. Okay, sorry. Let's check and see how long I've been going. Lose food, bonus to food from all farms, upgrade their what? Peacefully assimilate a tribe. I just got an achievement. Weird. I mean, it's only 20 food. Yeah, I'll do that. Hey, we're finally scouting up here. Relationship changed. We're now at neutral with them. Cool. Ceramic pot crafted. Change from disliked to neutral. That's pretty good. 20 food now for 100 per farm eventually. Yeah, that seems very worth it. I mean, we're already making our food back in like 2 turns. I don't know why we wouldn't do that, you know? Seems pretty powerful. Okay, what is this? Specific resource good traded between the 2 nations. Incoming proposal. Delivered on scheduled basis. Required effort. Okay. Propose a trade agreement. I will do a trade agreement. I mean, that's why I'm doing this whole road thing. In fact, did we just bump up to trusted? We did bump up to trusted. Okay, relations with Great Britain are quite good. I don't know why the road takes the same amount of time for this to this. It doesn't seem like it's the same amount of tiles, is it? From the capital? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then starts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Weird. Let's get that tannery. Probably behooves us to put it in the same place where they're actually getting the leathers. Probably. Idle units, move over there. Idle units, move up there. Horses. Ooh. Maybe we get a city up here at some point. Cache discovered, relationship changed, amenity activated. What, jewelry? Yeah, that works for now. That works. So we like the English? I don't think I can support the stream anymore. Oh no. Okay, take the equipment cache. There's also a ruins cache. Often contains resources and goods. Interesting. Oops.
A vision comes to you. Rows of white stone pillars atop a solitary hill, honoring the glory of a nation and their gods. To build such a structure would ensure a nation's standing in the world and its role in shaping the future.
See, that's interesting. Be the first to build the Acropolis. And the bonus here for it, aside from, of course, a lump sum of a large amount of prestige, is city build production towards triumph improvements. Triumphs being other wonders, essentially. That's interesting. I like that we're accumulating some goals, though. How long until we grow to the next level? I want to start increasing our growth rate. We get our first expert at the next growth rate, or the next city level. You know what I mean. I gotta say, we've explored a lot of this continent. Oh, look at that. Feast, a tunic, and a wheel, a plow, perfume, and silk. Wow, we got a lot. Whenever this next farm is done... oh no, this farm is done. Cool. Put a plow in there. Hey, Andy, how's your day going? It's going okay. Don't like that I'm still having DNS issues, but I might have a fix. Someone in the chat was telling me they were having the exact same DNS issues after upgrading their NVIDIA drivers recently. And I also upgraded my NVIDIA drivers recently, and that's around when the problem started. So maybe that's what's going on there. So I'm going to just fresh reinstall my graphics drivers after the stream and see if that does anything for me. Okay, what do I want next? Masonry? We do need to make a palace, so let's get masonry. We got the tannery done. I want sandals. 26 turns, that's brutal. Leather, I can make leather, which is used to craft sandals. Okay. Now, do I need it to craft sandals, or is it just... it can be used in it to speed it up. I understand. Or furs, and we have a lot of furs. In fact, I like the idea of doing that. So what is this? This is a consumable, an ingredient, and a good. As an amenity, it gives you health and city production. I do like city production. A lot. I think I need more than I need the leather. Yeah, cancel this. I haven't even started building that yet. Cool. All right, we're just gonna make tons of sandals. Okay, we're out of baskets here, so we gotta switch to something else. We'll do perfume, because that gives us tons of happiness, so we are once again producing faster. which is my favorite. I think we're finally going to do 7 turns for the altar. That's not that bad. We're finally going to do that granary I've been wanting to do. Right there, next to the other farms. Seems like a sensible spot. We're also finally done our bakery. We can give them tools, and we can bake bread. Just constantly bake bread. Use grain, and I don't want to run out of money, so no wealth yet, but the grain alone gets us bread every 3 turns. I do believe bread is an amenity. Okay, next turn, we'll run out of basket. Okay. I wonder if I'm dragging my feet too much on military. Maybe. It doesn't feel like there's any real threats right now, though, because our only neighbor really likes us. And the funny thing is, on my other playthrough I did, I found like 5 different tribes very early. I've only found, I think, 1 tribe so far. In fact, where are they? They are gone. They do not exist anymore. Maybe they got wiped out. Were they here? Did they get conquered by England? Maybe that's what happened there. Do I want this trading post? Maybe not in this city yet. What could I do to help the growth rate of the city? I'm not sure. I know some amenities do it, but I'm fairly sure that some improvements do as well. What is this? Show ready projects only. Oh, okay. Thought they get integrated into your group. I think you absorbed them. Did I absorb them? I know that I could absorb them. I don't know if I did. Stone pit, logging camp. Our wood production is fantastic. I don't really need that. Maybe we do want the wealth. Well, it doesn't take that long. I'll do a trading post. Cache discovered. Okay, we can switch to a new amenity here. City growth. Feast gives us city growth. We'll do that. That'll speed things up. It's so weird that this part is impassable. That looks passable to me. Relationship changed from friendly to neutral. Why did we drop back down? Reach a new population milestone. Ah, in our new city. Cool, cool. Well, we can get mandrake plant up there, which is used for herbal medicine. Okay. We could also grab the fish. I think I will. Fish first. Paragon available. Homer, the writer. Ooh, Sun Tzu. Art of War. Strength to forces. He's a very hardcore military guy. Build production towards cities, towards culture triumphs in all cities. A lot of masterpiece proficiency. Homer has a lot of masterpiece proficiencies. Oh my god. Knowledge in all cities seems sweet. I don't know why I do knowledge in the capital plus 10 when I can do knowledge in all cities plus 10. I think I'm going to go with Homer.
Homer, Greek poet and author of Iliad and Odyssey, considered the foundations of Western literature.
I thought it was Homer Simpson. There's no way you actually thought it was Homer Simpson. I don't believe it. There's no way you don't know of Homer, the guy who wrote the Odyssey. I refuse. I refuse. Yeah, Homer's the one, he's the great artist who did that song, you know, na 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 na. Yeah, that one. You know that one. Trade agreement with England has changed to a road connection. Is that better than a regular trade agreement? Road connection from Poland to England. Would you like a fur? Receiving from Ingerland. I don't need that. So do I just pick what I'm taking from her? Like, how does this work exactly? This is where I should have probably had the tutorial still turned on. So she has metal, and I do not. I've got to start actually smelting metal. I am collecting copper. Am I not? Resources, right? What is this under? I'm getting material out of that. Copper. Oh, you pick your output by clicking it. Okay, I'm going to click copper then. I want to start collecting copper. Cool. I didn't know you could just select like that. Now I know. And now you know. So if I wanted... If I was, say, having a food shortage and I needed an emergency food, I could switch my vineyard here to doing food and then switch it back to grapes later. It's actually getting me both as well. That's cool. Now I know. Well, next turn we get that granary done. Nice. Improvement complete. We can craft grain store, which is what, an amenity? It's an amenity that gives you city growth and city food. A lot of growth. Maybe I should have built this granary much earlier. I can spend grain to get them faster, as well as ceramic pots. I will leave it at 1 per 7 turns for now. I can give them a wheel to speed it up, a ceramic pot, a rope. Wow. All right. So every 5 turns now, we are getting a grain store done. That's enough that I can have both of my cities always running a grain store amenity. That's pretty tempting. I'm guessing population is king in this game, kind of like in Civ games, just because more pop means you're getting more stuff done at a time, you know? Okay, so what do I need to build on a tea grove? A farm improvement for tea leaves. Don't mind if I do. English metal, like Judas Priest? Yeah. Crafting complete, ceramic pot, and bread. Bread is an amenity? You can use it as an amenity for city health, which I'm guessing gives you more growth. Helps produce more population faster. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe that Australian leader would be good. You could probably get a large population quickly with him. What are our bonuses again? I want to remind myself here. Our name is Nicholas Copernicus. I think I'm saying that right. Here we go. We get more research in the capital, more crafting production towards all crafting improvements in all cities. That is crazy. Build production in the capital, extra merchants, extra prosperity in all cities. Okay. So I'm a pretty hardcore crafter, which is fun. Very fun.
You have entered a golden age.
Oh, I got a golden age in the first age when I played this as the other dude. But we've entered a golden age. Now, I do believe a golden age makes it so that for 10-ish turns, you gain more prestige whenever you do anything that gets you prestige. So it would be a good time to build like a wonder or something, you know? Australian leader? I thought those were called prison wardens. That's so good. Let's do sales. Since we know that we've got a fish resource. And I think it's time we build that altar. I think. What are our goals again? Build the first Acropolis, have 1 palace, and Colossus of Rhodes. Let's do that palace then. Well, we're in the Golden Age. Can we do that? Is that under Triumph? Or do we not have the thing for the palace? There's the palace. We don't have enough rope and we don't have enough pots. My pot is getting cold. Deadly premonition reference. Okay, well, we don't have the stuff for that yet. We're making 1 pot a turn right now. That's amazing. Okay, they're using a feast. I gotta remind myself here. They're using a feast. They're using wine, perfume, and jewelry. Okay. That's all. I'm actually pretty happy with all of that right now. We want a fishing net, but not in this city. Maybe I want another ceramic workshop. I don't know. I don't want to drag my feet too much on an altar, because that'll be what gets us a religion finally. We have a tannery. We don't have a water well, but I want to find like a good spot to do that first, like a really farming heavy area, because I can only make 1 of those in a city by the looks of it. Yeah, nation limit, city limit, 1. Yeah, okay. We're not quite at our cap yet, but next turn we'll get close. Maybe we just do a quick dwelling. Yeah, let's do a quick dwelling in the capital. So near the Great Hearth. Only takes 3 turns. Golden Age begins! 25% boost to prestige from all sources for 10 turns. Spotted a cache. Oh, there it is. Let's get that. Is that equipment? Equipment cache. I love those. Sometimes you get something that you can't craft yet. Those llamas? Wild llamas. Crafting complete of wine and ceramic pot. Okay. We can claim. What is this? Manage experts? Oh, right. Because we have an expert now. Okay. Before we worry about that, though. I think we're going to work our way towards these pigs. These tiles are almost the same, but I'll take this one because it's got more wealth. Cool. Okay, we can manage experts now. We can add an expert to a building, which will make it far more productive. Now, this adds 1 to city build production, which is very nice. Expert farm. Expert hearth crafting dude. Rope maker. I wonder if you can move these around or if they just, like, live there forever. Tannery. Ceramic workshop. Man, there's a lot of things. Now, fermenting pit, not only would that get us wine faster, it would also be city happiness. I think I want the stone pit, though, for the city build production. That reminds me. I want to look at copper. Because I need to make metal ingots. I need to make metal ingots. Crafted at the forge, foundry, or blacksmith. Unlocked by industrialization. Upgrades from forge. Upgrades from blacksmith. Ironworking. So we can't make iron. We can't make metal ingots until ironworking. Well, then what? How the hell are we making bronze? That doesn't make any sense. Am I misunderstanding something here? Sorry, I need to go back to copper. Copper, used to craft, used to construct, harvested by... Yeah, then that's forges at steel. Guess I really can't make that until ironworking. Weird. On this day, indeed. Not much more to explore down here. Who knows? Maybe the continent's bigger than I think. Oh, England has gone to disliked with us. Rope crafted. Feast. Whoops. Ceramic pot. Sandal. Grain store. So many things. So many things. We're almost out of perfume. I will switch that to grain store. Did that use up the last turn of perfume? I guess I gotta micromanage it better than that. Don't switch it early or you lose the thing. Good to know. Well, I should definitely get some military then. Let's get... wow, we can make it so quick in the capital. Archer first. And then I will queue up a swordsman after. Is a spearman anti-cavalry? Early game anti-cavalry. Got it. I'll do one of each. It only cost me 6 turns to get all 3.
A clay-covered potter exits a hut, shouting after an enrobed scholar. Your scout relates that they wanted to use their sculpting material for record-keeping, but their master potter refuses to allow his stock to be used. The tribe leader sends a request for supply, hoping you can quell his people's quarrel.
Well, we can't send paper because we don't have any, but we do have sculpting materials, so I will send that for knowledge in the capital and relationship with the tribe. Very distant tribe, by the way. Oh, is that another country up there? I think that might be. It is!
You've become aware of a new nation.
We've met the President of Mexico. Well met. We have open borders automatically. Okay. I would like to build a road. This might take a long time, though. Whew. Can't even do it yet because we haven't seen their capital yet. Or at least we haven't seen a city center. Okay, this city got their trading post done. I would like to work on a fishing net. Is this 2 different fish tiles? No, just this one has the coastal fishery. Okay, do that. And the trading post can start making trade goods. It takes 125 turns if I don't put anything in. Furs, that speeds it up massively. Yeah, we'll just do furs. There we go. Now I've found a city. Total military force from your nation in this city, 80. Interesting. Reserves added. We now have archers in the reserve. Good. I would like to manage roads. Cody roads as well. Can I have a road start from another city? I can. Oh, they have a road going off somewhere. Okay. We are building a road from that English city. Ooh, we're not doing so hot on prestige compared to other people. We're not quite forgettable yet. Ooh, nations below this point will be lost at the end of the act. Forgettable. That's crazy. Did they, like, game over? Oh, tribe up there. Sales done. Code of laws. Here we go. We can get more border. Now I'll take the mandrake plant, because that's just a very good tile. Agreement proposal. Trade agreement. Yes, I accept. Now, England, you dislike us, but we should probably be trading. So I can be buying things from them. I wonder if they're buying anything from me, and if it would tell me. I would like We're already getting ceramic pots pretty fast. We need more rope faster. That gets us 1 every 3 turns. Right, we have a lot of merchants available. That's one of our Polish things, isn't it? Maybe we should be trading a lot more. I would like grain. I don't really know what we need the most, you know? I'll take domestic sheep, silk, probably a resource we don't already have. I'll take sculpting materials. Oh, I gotta wait till next turn before my trade agreement's ready with Mexico.
One of his people rubs his hands nervously, a sack of gold at his feet. It seems the man stole from the treasury, but the guilt was too much, and he came forward to return his purloined prize. The ruler is about to cast judgment, but interested in your sense of justice, asks for your counsel.
Okay, I think I will condemn him for his crimes. -5 happiness in the capital for 5 turns is almost nothing, and this will make the tribe like us more. That seems fine to me.
An envoy arrives at your capital representing city leaders from a nearby nation. They've admired your approach to governance and would like to invite you to their League of Knowledge. Membership comes at a price, but will provide you with access to advanced political strategy.
We can take them hostage, which is very funny. And kind of powerful, but I think I'll pay the small amount of money. Unlock Republic. Government type. That seems good. Knowledge in all cities. I'll do that, and it makes England like us more. Change government. Chiefdom. Doesn't confer any bonuses. Okay. So switching to a republic will give us a tax rate. We can pick a policy as well. I don't know if we can switch these whenever we want. Building towards government, culture, science. Wow. Just all improvements. Or no, government, culture, and science. That's not quite all of them. Not military, but that's still great. I would love bonuses towards building most of my improvements. I confirm. Okay, I want, roads. Ah, this is where the road is going. Okay. I'm not the only one building roads right now. Reserve added. We have our swordsman in reserve now. Didn't we make a Jewish merchant republic in Poland in CK2? It wasn't really in Poland. It was like Bohemia. Although we owned so much territory that we probably also had Poland. Relationship change. Mexico is now went from trusted to friendly. Cool. Here we go. We found the capital of Mexico now. Capital is idle because they have finished. We can do docks. City production effect is powerful. Yes, I'm going to immediately get these docks probably. If it's city production, that's great. Is there anything else we desperately need first? I don't think so. Nah, I want the docks. Reserve added. Okay, we've got 3 units in reserve now, so we've got a bit of a military. We haven't mustered them yet, but you know. Whew. Feast done, ceramic pot done, sandal done. So many things. Code of laws. I mean, we already have road pass. Weaving. We don't really have any fabrics or cotton or anything. Chariots, we don't have horses. I guess the wheel. Okay, we have our fishing boat down here done. We're collecting fish to be cured at a butcher's. Speaking of, we're making a butcher's now. Yeah. Maybe I should make another settler soon. How do I check what my city cap is? Oh, my city cap is 6. I could make a lot more cities if I wanted. I could switch to monarchy. Wealth per turn for each city. Palace gives +10 to quality of life. Happiness, city growth. I do like those, but... because that's just a low tax rate thing. I think I'll stick with Republic for now. Ah, region is impassable. Okay, so we've fully explored all of that. We gotta go all the way up there now. I feel like I should probably be doing more micromanaging. I feel like there's a lot of potential for micromanaging in this game. Some of these sound effects are crazy. More, hey, the dev played us to promote this game, and the only way we can think of doing is special snowflake marker. I'm not paid to do this game. So, you may have noticed the dude, it says gifted by Xbox or whatever in the title. That's not a sponsorship. That means that they sent a press copy for you to play. The first thing I did when I started playing this game was make fun of how it sugarcoats a bunch of the leader descriptions. But, I mean, you're the dork currently surfing around Twitch to go on random streams with this game to try and call them snowflakes. Brother, maybe you're the sensitive one. Alright, are we done the, yeah, we're done the fishing net. Amenity activated, that's the other grain store. We got 2 turns until we're the next tier of city. Sweet. Sounds like a bite out of an apple. I think that's what they're going for, yeah. Oh, what's this? Relationship has changed from neutral to dislike. Yep, England's got issues with us. Mexico from friendly to neutral. They're all, like, slowly becoming less friendly with us. Do I want to import anything from Mexico? I mean... no. I mean, the tunics I'm not going to use as an amenity. I don't really need the prosperity. Lithic tools I definitely don't need. Feasts, no. How do you even send a feast? Wouldn't it go bad? Tea leaves, syrup. I mean, we're not producing syrup. Oh, but we can make it at a fermenting pit, so we could be producing syrup if I wanted to. Maybe I just import precious stones. I'm fine with that for now. Is there anything else I want from them? It doesn't seem like there's any penalty. Like, I could always just, you know, ditch these. Really, I should probably be having a merchant, every merchant working on something at all times, right? It doesn't seem like there's any detriment to having a merchant working or any detriment to breaking a merchant from a place, so why not? Horses. Let's get horses, because we don't have any. And I do believe we'll get more per turn when the road is done. I think that's how that works. It seems to be how that works, at least. There's probably a friendship modifier activated for meeting them and open borders, and that expires after a certain amount of turns. I think you're right. I'm not sure why England actively dislikes us. Part of that might just be that they probably have a bigger military than we do. Oh, they made Bradford. They probably have a bigger military than we do, and they might be disliking us because they see us as an easy target. I could see that. Okay, let's go grab this tile with the pigs that we've been wanting for ages. Especially because don't we have a butchery getting made? Or a butchery? A butcher being made over here? Yeah, butcher shop. Cool. That'll be good. Man, we can build stuff very fast in the capital now. Maybe it's time I finally do that altar. Maybe it's time I finally do altar bridge. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I could get a dock down here too. I mean, 10% city production is sweet, but it's not really going to equal that much when the city is still this small, is it? I'm only getting 12 right here. A 10% bonus on that would not really make a huge difference, and it would cost me 13 turns to make it. So maybe I leave that for a little bit down the road. Man, I could grow this place real fast if I did feasts and grain store. Bread only lasts 5 turns. That's interesting. I think I will do grain store and feasts. Just stack them. Grow that second city faster. How long till I could make a settler? 9 turns? Tempting. Make some salty, salty fish. I guess I don't really need to be making this right now. Just the salted fish. Salted fish is an amenity for food, for health. Effect lasts only 3 turns, which isn't long, but you know. Also, hey, Andy, hope you had a great birthday. Thank you, I appreciate. Watchtower. Boost city health on the water well. See, the thing with the water well is I don't know where I want to put it yet. You know what I should be doing? I forgot I wanted to do this earlier. An apothecary. We can do an apothecary up here. Did we already do the farm on the resource? No? Okay, let's do the resource, the farm on the resource first. Farm on this. And then we will queue up the apothecary next to it, where we'll make the medicine with the mandrake root. I think the check marks here just mean you are, yeah, already unlocked, okay. Because we got it from a different tech. Weaving or I guess I'll do weaving, because I could import the stuff to weave if I really want to. Ooh, that city wasn't there before. Okay. They're expanding. Maybe I should be expanding more. That's what I'll do after this altar, then. Let's queue that up so I don't go forgetting. Settler, only 4 turns. Not bad. Maybe I gotta spam out a few of them. I've got the food to do it. I'm not really sure the meta on, like, how often you should be spamming out cities, you know? Guess it depends partly on playstyle, probably. Coco? Coco. Coco beware. More Mexican cities. They have a lot of cities. I'm seeing 4 so far. Religion can be founded. Found religion. Wow, there's a lot of choices. Wow, there's a lot of choices. Wicca. I'm gonna go Hellenism. That's pretty cool. Temples. Yay! We founded our first religion. Should probably make a road to these guys. Oh, we got an event. What is this? First religious verse. Less maintenance improvement cost, timber per turn, happiness in all cities. I think I like happiness in all cities because that's like production. We unlock the theocracy government type. which has a lower city cap than Republic does. And for policy, it was religion spread distance from your capital, so it's easier to spread religion. Build production towards religious improvements. Improvements provide more wealth per turn. Quality of life in each city with a religious improvement. I mean, that's cool if I was going a heavy religious game, but I think I'm sticking with Republic.
Speaker for the tribe meets with your emissary to inform you on their recent struggles. We are building a monument the likes of which the world has never seen. But our master builder has taken ill and is bedridden. His mind can't simply be replaced. Do you have a master builder that could help us finish this project?
Wasn't Mandrake-Root the thing from the second Harry Potter book that screamed whenever you pulled it out of the pot? I mean, yes. It's just fun. It's funny to me that your cultural milestone for that is that thing from Harry Potter. That's like a thing from like old real life fantasy lore. Like that's a thing that people used to think existed. Okay, timber and materials for relationship bonus and prestige. I'll do that. We have plenty of those, and I want the prestige. Can I check the prestige power rankings? What is the button for that again? Oh, this is kind of cool. Over here? Or do I click on my face? Standings, here we go. Okay, we pulled ahead of someone, and we're pretty neck and neck with other people. In fact, I have more than the guy in fourth. Does that mean next turn I'll pull ahead of them? You always think of the Mandrake route in Don't Starve. They follow you around when plucked at night. I remember those. Man, I haven't played Don't Starve in ages. I should play that again soon. That game's awesome. City tier increased. Oh, I love that notification. I should work my way towards the meteorite. You can just straight up mine metal ingot out of that. Oh, so that's how you get metal ingots before you can smelt them. I understand.
Scholars from a nearby tribe hurriedly seek audience with you to beg for your help. Their latest works and studies are being decried as magic and an affront to the spirits which protect their people.
Maybe it is magic.
They disagree and believe there are those in power within the tribe that would support their work, but refuse to come out of the shadows without your support to their claim.
Now, we can't make books yet, so getting books probably is pretty sweet. But I think I'm going to just drop the piddly amount of wealth and make them like me more and get some prestige. Yeah, there we go. We pulled ahead of even England now. Now we're third place for prestige. And we're not far behind the other people. Like, honestly, everyone's kind of neck and neck right now. So we're above London now. Okay. We can really zoom out now. We've explored a lot. If you stream Don't Starve, we won't starve together. That is true. Ooh, we got the claim. You can see that new land we just got. We almost done that settler. One turn left. Cool. I think I'm going to just do another settler right after. I think I've probably been taking too long to do those. And then after that, I'm queuing up a trireme. I want to start exploring the water. Now, I don't know if this is going to be like old Civ rules where you can't go too far from the coast or your ship sinks, but probably. Probably. Next, religious verse, 2 research per turn. I mean, that's going to get outpaced pretty fast. 5 health in all cities seems better. Divine blood. Gaining a claim. We can get those shellfish. I think I will. Yeah. Okay. So are the areas in blue just places that are valid, I'm guessing? Well, I do know that I want it over here-ish. Because there's the deer there, there's this here, so I think I'm going to go here. Yeah, that's the plan. Oh my god, our scouts are, like, getting close to reconvening. I don't think they've been near each other the whole game. Amenity activated. Are we, like, out of any of these amenities? Oh, we can do another amenity in the capital. I'm not opposed to sandals for the extra city production and the health. Because that's growth and that's production. That's, like, my two favorite things. Road to New City? We will once it's built, that's for sure. Glad you could finally make it to a stream again, you say, as you have resubbed for the 48th month. Jesus! I'm happy you made it. It's a lot of months to sub to not be around much. I'm finally streaming a lot, though, so you can probably catch me all the time now. It's been years. I missed it. I guess I'll go down here just to get that last little bit. Ironworking. All right, we're working our way towards Iron Age, which I have never been to. Okay, I want to settle another city. Oh, look at that. They just settled that. I'm getting, like, forward settled a bit. I'm going to put my next city right up here by the horses. I think? Yeah, right up there by the horses. There's also salt, and there's goats. There's a lot, and there's barley. There's cotton. There's, like, all kinds of resources. There's corn. There's all kinds of stuff I want up there. Okay. We beef up the military after this. I can finally make horsemen, now that I've been trading for horses. Now, I don't have wheels for war chariots, but I should get them. I could be making them... See, this is why I probably got to be better at the micromanaging. I keep forgetting that I could be crafting these, you know? Like, I'm making these ropes and stuff. It's almost done making the ropes. But what I should be making is some wheels. I can also make furniture. I didn't even remember I could make that now. Okay, I don't even need the rope right away. I want the wheels. I want 2 wheels. I want 2 furniture. 3 furniture. Is this game better than Civ 6? Apples to oranges. This is not very much like Civ. It's like Civ in that you are picking a leader and progressing through ages and researching technology, but other than that, it's really its own 4X strategy game. It's got, like, elements of Victoria, it's got elements of Anno, it's heavy into crafting. It's very, very different. Totally apples to oranges. They do not scratch the same itch. But they are both very good 4X games. I say very good. I'm only, like, in the beginning-ish part of the game, but performance issues aside, I have to say I'm actually having quite a fun time with this. Trade agreement has ended since there's no valid connection between your nations. Why would there not be? Did you close the borders? No, we have open borders. And we are connected via road. Huh. That's odd. Okay. Good to know. Let's muster some troops. Mustering begins. And we're also going to deploy that trireme we just made. Okay. Everything in this southern part of the continent is explored now. Look at that. Already done some wheels. Wheels, like from Degrassi. Mustering begins. Cool. New Paragon. We don't have a cultural advisor yet. And we don't have a Paragon leading any troops. I think I like the artist's cultural advisor thing the most. None of these are really setting my world on fire, though.
Thutmose, sculptor from ancient Egypt, favored by royalty.
Oh, Thutmose. I heard fuckmost. Jesus. Oh, you know what? Masterpiece proficiencies. Maybe we should be doing that. I haven't done any masterpieces yet. Okay, he's proficient at the altar. Let's do that. I don't know what the difference between the plus and the arrows. The arrow's probably to look at the altar. Let's do the plus. Working on a masterpiece. Cool. Hey. There we go. Warrior done.
You are the first nation to reach the
Hot damn!
Iron Age.
We're breezing through the tech. We're the first nation to get to yet another age. Welcome to the Iron Age. The use of bronze gives way to smelted iron, leading to a myriad of innovations in warfare, fortification, city walls, and protracted sieges with powerful siege engines become commonplace. I haven't really done any military. Although I think I might butt heads with England soon. They really don't seem to like me. I think a war might be on the horizon. And advancements in seafaring grant access to distant shores. Innovations in economic management lead to more complex opportunities for trade, and the widespread use of coinage helps spur on new economies, I'm illiterate, and improvements in consumer goods, improving everyday citizens' quality of life. Coinage. I mean, minting coins sounds important, but I think I want to go into... Hold on, let's look at this. So we start with irrigation because of what we did before. Gotcha. Cool. Act transition. You currently have enough prestige to survive the transition to the next act. The next act begins when 3 players advance to the early Middle Ages. Oh, so we're going into a new act soon. Okay. So ages are not the same as acts, or eras are not the same as acts, rather. Good to know. Good to know. Textiles, cultural heritage. What was the tech for forges? I do not see it. Odd. Well, I'll worry about that some other time. Ooh, you get a lot of prestige for cultural heritage. Interesting. Navigation, though. Longship. Cannot traverse deep sea. Figured. Sea formation comprised of 2 slots. Interesting. Be good for if I need to fight on the water, which I don't think I need to yet. England, weirdly enough, seems to be landlocked. I think maybe it's time I get ready for a war. I'm going to go with siege warfare as my first tech in this age. Gathering hall. Make strategy codex. Code of law. I mean, city knowledge is kind of cool. Yeah, sure. And we can build our first thing now that we've got this city done. This is our new city, by the way, Krakow. Get an amenity in there. Obviously, I'm going to go with grain storage. I just want to get the city growing as fast as possible to, you know, get it started. And this is the one that's going to be gathering the gemstone and the deer. Okay. Barracks, that's new. Blacksmith. We can just do blacksmiths now. Okay, so that comes with the Iron Age technology. Gotcha, gotcha. I definitely want a blacksmith in the capital then. I'm still not entirely sure how I like to open with these yet. I really don't know what a good first thing is, you know? Maybe I just do another workshop. I only have one in the whole country. That's probably not enough, so let's do that. Reserve added, horseman, squad, battalion. Ooh. Tactics, line, wedge. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Formation and tactics determine how big your forces can be and provide unique bonuses to the units within. Wedge provides a 10% bonus to strength. It has 1 melee, line, and infantry, and 2 projectile. Line is 2 infantry, 1 projectile, and it gives strength while fortifying. Oh, that is so fascinating, actually. That's really cool. I regret sending the swordsman out as just an individual unit then. I can disband him, but I don't think that makes him, like, rejoin the city. So I should be sending, for a squad, I should be sending out, like, the horsemen. Oh, okay. Battalion, squad. So... okay, but it depends on tactic. Yeah, so... horseman... I'm sorry? Does the horseman really count as, horseman counts as projectile? Range or siege? Maybe it doesn't work right if you don't use the right thing. I would imagine, at least. So, I'm gonna go, default tactic. You know what? Maybe I go chariot, horseman, horseman with a default tactic battalion. Once I have all those made, which I'm working on. Yeah, maybe that's what I do. Thanks for the retweet. Naturally had to share the truth of your lyrical genius. Thank you, thank you. Tweeting about how great my songs are. Okay. I'm gonna have him go up to where we're making that new city, and he's gonna help fortify and defend it. Oh, we can go out into the water a bit here. Finally have a boat on the water. Crafter idol, apothecary. Make herbal medicine with mandrake root, which speeds up so much we can speed it up even more with tea leaves. And I can put a little bit of wealth into it as well. Give them tools, give them a wheel. There we go. We're making herbal medicine very quickly now. And... what else are we not making? Flower field. Increases city happiness. Well, we don't have one yet. Why not? And here's our new city we just made. We have access to horses now. We need a farm improvement on it, so I'm going to do that immediately. That's my top priority. And once again, we're going to try and get the city growing faster. And I'll make feasts. We have so much food. We have excessive amounts of food. Horses can be projectiles if you try hard enough, or have a catapult. That is true. When can we expect quads of glory too?
From a foreign leader who is constructing a brilliant gate to protect one of their great cities. Due to the complexity of design, they need a large supply of materials. Although typically stoic, they turn to you believing that you can appreciate their need for splendorous yet sturdy walls.
No, dude! You're gonna use those walls to fight me. I mean, okay, well, it's not like the walls are gonna come beat me up, but you know what I mean. No, I deny the request. I would like build production towards all improvements in all cities for 5 turns, and for them to hate me. They already hate me anyway, I don't care. I'm making a military for a reason. I don't know how big it is compared to theirs. Hard to say. Oh, hey, they're our religion. Cool. I should probably use these menus more often. Man, how's it 6:30 already? City Idle. Okay, so I made all those units. Before I go forgetting. Battalion. Chariot. Horse. I thought I made 2 horses. I do want another horseman there. Swordsman, 7 strength. A horseman is 10. I'll do another horseman. The 4 horsemen. Adversaries. Oh no. The people I don't like me. What do? I can't actually go in here. It just thought I could, kind of. Maybe, but not really. Okay, I guess I will send it up this way. Claim generated! Ooh. This is Krakow. Okay. I wish I could zoom out a little more on this, just because I feel like this menu isn't super readable. Oh, man, new hull. Yeah, look at the material and the lumber and the wealth. That's a good tile. City Idle, the capital. Man, I built that fast. There we go. It's going to be a bit of wealth to deploy that, but that's okay. Maybe it's about time that I start getting more wealth. I haven't built anything in this capital in quite a while because I've just been making units for the last long time. So, oh, trading post is only 2 turns. Sorry, is there any adjacency bonus I should be concerned about here? Not that I'm seeing. Put it there, and then we will queue up. Is it a farm for pigs, I'm guessing? Pigs. Farm, thank you. Do a farm for the pigs. There we go. Okay, I've queued that up.
You receive a message from the tribe sharing grave concerns about raiders. Apparently, your envoy witnessed them firsthand when they themselves narrowly escaped an attack on their return home. The distraught tribal leader says their seer has pointed them to you for support.
I don't want to lose a spearman. Well, I can 1-turn a spearman. Yeah, have a spearman. That's not bad at all, actually, now that I think about it. That's 1 turn of production. Okay, cool. I got this guy here. Is it F to fortify? F to fortify. Okay. We're fortifying the swordsman in that new city that's on the other side of the English, because I figure it's kind of remote. It could get attacked. Let's have at least something there protecting it, you know? I don't know how many troops the English have. They're scouting me right now. I don't like that. Hey, England? Very tempted to close the border. I can denounce them. Use the secrets learned during the relationship with his nation to hurt their reputation. The stronger your relationship with his nation, the more damaging the denouncement. Oh, that's funny. Remember this act of betrayal. Oh, it hurts their prestige. Wow. I could hurt their prestige and maybe drop them into forgettable rank. I could knock them out of the game doing that. I'm going to denounce them. That's a very cool mechanic. Denounce. Take effect next turn. There we go. Not enough to make them forgotten yet, but we did hurt them. Is that their prestige or yours? I assume that's their prestige, otherwise what would be the point of doing it? Okay, we can take another tile. Do I want the cows first or the cotton? I'll do this, cotton and stuff, because it's closer to the English city, and I don't want them taking it first. Are we second place? We're third. Okay. Mexico is first right now. So many things crafted. Ugh, I'm gonna start ignoring these things so fast. I'm not even gonna mean to, but when you got that many, you know? Okay, we can do another amenity in the capital. Maybe I do feast? Herbal medicine. I am making it pretty quickly now. It would be more city growth, but I would get even more city growth than that if I just did a feast. Code of laws would be city knowledge. I think I am gonna go feast. Gets our happiness up to 100, so we've doubled our city production. That's pretty awesome. There we go. Crafter idle? Ah, the new trading post. We're almost out of furs. We could do leather instead. You know, we get so much timber, do that. Oh, we made some furniture finally. Let's take the dwelling over here. Give them furniture. What does that do? As supply gives 1 city production. That's good, because that actually gave us 3 between all of our bonuses. That's awesome. Ceramic pot, grain stores, feast. Okay. Ooh, go get that resource cache. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Probably mostly they've been snatched up by scouts now. Oh, here we go. A tribe has joined our nation providing 50 wealth. That's not really much. Joined your nation providing 1,500 new citizens. I think that's good. Arrived. Oh, up in here. That's awesome. That will grow the city faster. That's awesome. So will it go straight to the next rank next turn? Siege warfare. Oh, war has begun. Skirmish. Prevent damage to your nation for 25 turns. Okay. Now, I haven't done any serious fighting yet, so I'm interested to see how this goes. The Battle of Zeroy. So I guess I need to protect myself here. Oh, they have a scout with 0 health. I think I may have just killed it. Monument building, hospitality. Provides road passes. Is that like a better road? Inns, gourmet meals, navigation. Let's do cultural heritage. I want the prestige. A claim generated up here. We will take that corn before England gets it. Yeah, we have closed borders now. That's kind of what I figured. Okay. Let's check all the other things first here. Battle report. Oh, that was that battle. So we insta-killed with almost no damage taken their scout. I figured their scout would not really survive long. We are now at war. Spotted a military force nearby. That's not nearby. That's not nearby at all. We also spotted one here, but it is dead now. What is even over here? I have a scout there. These are tribal warriors. Oh, and their adversary is there must be an English spearman on the same tile, I guess. Okay. You have been wronged by England and have locked in a retaliation war casus belli. Okay. So we have a justification for a retaliatory war. beyond just this skirmish that they're doing. I guess the skirmish was just the scout fight. Well, I could go fuck them up then. So I can move 2 tiles in one go. I'm gonna just move adjacent. Yeah, I'm just gonna move adjacent. Can I move? Okay, just one at a time with those guys. I'm gonna move adjacent and just see if they have anyone protecting that city. I don't see any troops of any kind there. Okay. Claim generated right up here. Wow, that place is growing fast. So fast. So fast that it needs another dwelling now. Okay, well, right after the farm, it will do a dwelling. In the capital, so up in here. Man, I'm happy I did that city up there. It's very much paying off. The capital is idle. What did it just finish? New farm completed? Oh, the pig farm. Cool. Your brain is turning to mush as you try to understand this game you won't play. Maybe if it goes on sale sometime, check it out, see if you're interested. It's easier when you're playing it, because then, you know, you're hands-on. I could do more fishing. Oh yeah, I should do the fishing on the shellfish. That's a great thing I could build really quickly. Now, I'm very interested to see how this war goes. Okay, so I can besiege to conquer the city. I could also just pillage it. Do I want another city cramped and so close with my others? Yeah, maybe. I gotta besiege. We'll see how this goes next turn. Can I move these guys here too? I think I will.
Well-known general has abandoned his post in the middle of a critical battle, causing a stir. Your advisors convey that there is no greater dishonor, though they include in their report that the general had rushed home upon hearing his wife was on her deathbed. The general, overcome with grief now that his wife has died, openly submits to your justice. How might the situation proceed with honor?
Normally, I wouldn't worry about city security, but I believe that weakens my troops. Let me check. So this is down this city, though. Yeah, I think that'll only weaken the troops in that city. That wouldn't be a big deal. Let's get some happiness and lose some security. Because happiness is build speed, and I'm a big fan of that. That's speeding up our flower field. A lot. Oh, we're besieging the city as it grows. Capital is idle. Because it just got his fishing net done. Awesome. So I can pick what it outputs. I could pick salt. I could pick gems. And I could pick food. Well, I do not need food. Not even remotely. So I think I'm going to go with precious stone. City walls might be a good idea. Keeps invaders out and prevents a city's capture, at least for a while. Oh, no. You know what? I need a blacksmith. I've been meaning to do that for a while. I'll do it right next to my copper mine. These guys just finished their flower field. I can now craft flowers. It's an amenity for city happiness, which I'm a big fan of city happiness. Used to craft festivals as well. Looks beautiful. Oh, dirt cheap to put some timber in that. Dirt cheap to put a little wealth in it, too. I'd rather put the materials in for now, though. I need another plow for that farm. Cool seed jewelry. I think it's pearls, probably. I mean, I wouldn't mind another ceramic workshop. I still don't have enough ceramics. Stable. We don't have an animal resource in this node, but... It does craft items, though. Goods crafted, ropes, and carriages. Can I make carriages? I can. It's unlocked by chariots. Amenity bonus. Production. Massive amount of city growth. I think I want carriages. I think I really want carriages. I'll build a stable. You can only do one per city, probably because carriages are too good. Damn, that's good, though. Woohoo! We're having some performance issues there. Which is funny, because my GPU usage is only half. A lot of people have reported these kinds of dips in frame rate that goes on for entire minutes at a time, though. It's not just me. Besiege! Can you join in the besiege? Yes, you can. Is there like a menu to look at how the besieging is going? There does not seem to be. Okay. If I had the tutorial on, I could probably learn more about this, but I can see it's losing a lot of health per turn. Oh, here we go. Under siege. Invading military force can attempt to capture a city by occupying its center region and executing the besiege action. If no enemy forces are present, they'll deal damage to the city each turn. If the city is reduced to 0 health, the invader can assimilate or raise the city. If the invasion is staved off, the city will begin to heal as long as the enemy forces are kept out. Various effects such as buffs from improvements can increase damage dealt by besieging forces or reduce the damage dealt to a city. I think next turn we take it out. Now, I'm not going to raise it. I think I'm just going to assimilate it into my country. Oh, this tile right here is pretty good. Oh, I like this one here even more. Yeah, I like this one more. That also gets our borders to connect on 2 of our cities for the first time. Oh, I forgot I should be building a road between Krakow and the other places. There. Okay, this place got a workshop done. Needs tools, needs rope. I can do the rope. Craft. Oh, I can do like regular metal tools now. That's even better. 41 turns. Ugh. Use metal ingots. That makes it 2 turns. Wow, that speeds it up a little bit. I want a lot of these, I think. I'll take 5 for now. Isn't the position kind of bad? It's kind of bad, I guess. It's not horrible. Yeah, I'm going to preemptively do a dwelling here. Sorry, I'm going to... Zones... Yeah, I want it in Krakow itself. There we go. Because it gets a bonus there. You imagine city fusing is something that happens a lot more as the game goes on? Maybe. I don't know if city fusing is a mechanic in this game. I know that's a thing in Humankind. Man, Humankind was a kind of a fun game, but I felt like the AI was really hit and miss. Like, it was either a genius or complete moron. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to take my horsey battalion. This is the horse battalion, right? Yes. And they have to run up here and go deal with those warriors. Well, I'll leave my swordsman behind to keep raising the city. Here we go. Yeah, we're doing way more damage per turn than they are, because we have a chariot and 2 horsemen, and they're rocking with a battalion of... I think it's literally 1 spearman, who does have the anti-cavalry modifier, which is helping, but like... Oh, they have a formation of 3 spearmen. So they do have a bonus against my horsemen, but we have... It's just... They're such a primitive unit, and we are just stomping them. Orders interrupted? I don't know by what. Nothing happened. Oh, can they not go up there because of this is dark? Okay. Well, it's not like there's anywhere else I can go because there's a dead end the other way. So I guess I'll just go up to there. Ooh. It's still doing that thing where the GPU is only using half, but the frame rate's like horrible. Oh my god. Yeah, that feels rough. Okay, I'm going to fortify until healed while I'm here. Is the button for that E? E. Just because that scout's very hurt. And you know what? He will too. We got more furniture done. I should probably go use some of that in the dwellings. Oh, you can use baskets in houses. What does that do? As supply, 1 city production. Damn, I should have been doing that the whole time. Okay, for crafters... Where do we weave baskets again? I think I need more workshops. That's probably been my problem. I'm like a crafting-focused civ. I should be doing way more workshops. Do 1 basket real quick. And then I think it's under harvesters? You know, the game, harvester. No, it must just be under generic improvements. For dwellings. Yeah, dwelling 2. Where's dwelling 1? Ooh, it's a little hard to sort through some of these, you know? Dwelling 1. There we go. Yay! We took the city! And we got cultural heritage. Let's go... Hospitality? Salted fish. I think we already have that. Coinage. I think I'm going to go coinage. Decide a city's fate, assimilate. Because we're not at our city cap yet. And this warrior is going to fortify in our new city until we're done with this whole battle, which it seems like we're going to win very handily. We're stomping them so bad. What do you want, Mexico? Didn't play a voiceover for that. Interesting. Messenger enters your court on behalf of their leader. They tire of ordinary feasts and are seeking a rather unusual ingredient, jewelry. Oh, we can easily make jewelry. We have precious stones. I will gladly give you jewelry for prosperity in the capital and a relationship with Mexico. I don't care about the prosperity, but the relationship with Mexico, I'll take it. I don't really want to have like a second war at the same time, so having an ally to the north seems like a wise move. We out of amenities on anyone? Oh, we're running into growth issues? Stagnated from a shortfall in food. National surplus is keeping the city afloat. Oh, so we need more local food here. Interesting. We can make it happen. Harvesters, farm. Fertilizer, power, fuel, trenches. We don't have any of that, so maybe we just need another farm. Blacksmith will be done next turn, so I'll put down another farm. There. That'll help. You were making attention what happened? No, it's good stuff. We just took a city. Oh, hey, more enemy units are showing up. Speed on roads, yeah. But, like, how many troops are in that formation? Is it just one dude? I think it's just one dude. It's just a spearman who's not even that tough. Yay, look at that battle done. We just killed that that group of 3 spearmen that England sent at us. They thought they were being so sneaky. Like Connect 4. Pretty sneaky, sis. Dumb references. Coastal fishery can wait. I want that region where I can hunt the big game. Our new city is idle. City walls would take a long time. It's a pretty small city. Let's get a feast going in there so it can grow faster. I could deploy forces out of here. I forgot I can do that. You can deploy forces from any city, which is very useful. I guess this place is going to get tea down there. Let's get irrigated farm. I should probably be upgrading some farms to irrigated farms. But for now, workshops. I really want more workshops. I feel like one of my big problems, one of my big mistakes I've been making this game, I'm not building enough workshops and equivalents, considering I'm a country that has big bonuses to crafting. I should be making better use of that. Feasts. Food. I'm really stacking feasts. I'm trying to grow the cities a lot. I'm sure you can tell. I've been focusing very heavily on that. Hey, the blacksmith is done. We can make ingots. Copper. Just copper. Okay, that's cool. We make an ingot every other turn. That's really good.
After encountering your people, a local tribe is curious regarding how and why they sport colorful stains and designs on their bodies. Enchanted by its beauty, they request your artisans teach them how to craft and apply the designs. You explain you will not share your trade secrets, but they insist you share even a sliver of knowledge.
I will gladly give them the dyes. We're not even producing them. We just got them from like a goodie hut at some point. I will gladly give them so that the tribe likes us more. Because then they might join us and we might get like a free border pop. That's basically how it works. It's like a border pop. Victory. Scouts are healing. Scouts are fully healed. Blacksmith done. We're now trusted with Mexico. Enemy spotted? Yep, that guy. I know about him. And then just crafting. This dude can keep exploring. Ugh. Running so bad. You know what? I feel like that's a really good point to cap it off, because I've been streaming for like 3-4 hours now. Didn't even mean to go this long. I'm having fun. I'm kind of sucked into the game, you know? I need to get some food in me, though, so bad. Let's drop a manual save here. This will be, sorry, I was holding backspace and it went really slow. Poland stream. Not stream, stream. There we go. All right. I hope you guys had fun. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, I think I will do more of this game. This game is pretty interesting. I might wait until there's some, like, performance updates before I go streaming it again. Next time I stream it, I might just, like, drop the quality down, like, really low, because who cares if the graphics look good, as long as the gameplay is fun. If there's anything I can do on my end to make the game perform better, I'd rather do that. I'd rather the game perform well and run smooth as butter than look pretty. Honestly, you can put it on max settings. The game is not the prettiest looking game in the world. So I'd rather just low graphics and awesome gameplay, you know? Like, look, I mostly play indie games. I don't really care that much about graphics. Art style I care about. But gameplay is still king to me. So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, check the playlist section. You never know when you're going to find more stuff. In fact, I keep lots of playlists that have stuff in them that have not made air yet, and you can just watch them early by clicking the playlist. Just click like a sort by newest added video. If you're here on Twitch, though, stay tuned, and I will find someone to raid. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.